just for fun. Now I feel like you're the only one. Now I'm feeling like we just begun, just begun. Now I feel like you're the only one, only one. And we got too much time to hold back, hold back, hold back. And we got too much time to hold back, hold back, hold back. I've been waiting on you just to take me over, baby, take me over the edge. I've been waiting on you just to take me over, baby, take me over the edge. I've been waiting on you just to take me over, baby, take me over the edge. I've been waiting on you just to take me over, baby, take me over the edge, over the edge.
And welcome back to another exciting split of the PMA LCS. I am Andrew Piper, as this is Piper, joined by lead commissioner and shoutcasting expert himself, none other than the Gerber7. Greg, how you doing tonight?
What's going on, Piper? I'm hype. New season, new split, new teams. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, let's get going. So, for those of you who missed the draft, you may know that Greg wasted his first round pick on none other than the meme master himself, me. And now we're casting together, so this will be exciting. I'm doing analysis for once instead of play-by-play, so you might actually get to hear some ability announcements. But today, we've got an exciting matchup between We Are a Rhino on the blue side, and then on the red side, we have Slapnut Magoos for game one, at least. Now, we're going to be doing something interesting this split. We're using this interesting pro draft pick ban tool. Greg, do you want to explain a little more about it, or should I?
Sure, I can explain it. And while I'm doing that, you can turn up our sound a little bit. You might have to turn up the audio. But so basically, one of the biggest problems we've had over the last two splits is that we haven't really been able to do actual champ select in the game because not everyone wins every champion. So now there's this nifty-difty website that does it all for us. So basically, the teams are already set right there. On the left side is We Are Rhino. We Are a Rhino, and that is going to be Allie doing the picks. And then on the left side there is what is it, Snooze Magoos?
The Slapnut Magoos is what it is.
That's it, the Slapnut Magoos. That's right. So Slapnut Magoos, and that'll be Front Lash doing that one.
Yeah. Also, does my sound better now? Chat, please let me know if it sounds better. Because I think I figured out what it was. I was using my other microphone, which was way up out of nowhere, but now it is in front of my mouth. So that should be...
All right, I'm gonna give them the ready to start then.
Yeah, sounds good. And then we can get right on the way. Also...
so this should be an exciting match. Oh, go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, so I have word from General Dill that you can, in fact, hear me. So that was the problem. I had the microphone not in front of my face.
Dylan said it's perfect now, but we don't really trust Dylan's opinion, so we need to keep changing it.
Well, no, I know the issue. It's because I have like two separate microphones hooked up on my computer. One of them is more of a professional recording microphone, and that one was like way up in the nether sphere. But there we go. Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and watch this champ select now along with them. It should start here in a second. They are just loading in, I guess. Wait, talking about last team things. Pick ban for this one will actually be 30 seconds. Instead of a minute, so it's a little longer, or a little shorter, I should say. So teams need to come up with their picks a little quicker.
But if you have a clear plan of attack, then you should just be able to know that. And I feel like with the whole champ select thing, and actually being able to see the champions rather than thinking of champion names, it'll probably be a little bit easier to do that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that'll help.
Yeah. So anyway, while we are waiting for these guys, I'm gonna get some hype champ select music all up in this.
Oh, okay.
Yeesh.
John can't see lobby chat, so I see that's a problem.
That's no problem.
All right, he's about to ready up whenever. We're about to get this started. All right, it looks like we have got this started now. So first pick We are Rhino. Well, first the ban actually. So
The
taking
Galio.
the Galio off the board. Ooh.
Against
that-
front lash, and he fires back quickly with the ore, and you know that's Caleb's favorite champion.
Love it. The top lane bans, and and also Hecarim. That might be over there at Sir Everett's.
Yeah,
Focus
honestly, I'm
bans.
not surprised because Hecarim has been really rampaging in the jungle in this whole preseason with the Predator changes and a lot of new runes. I have had my asshole wrecked more than once by Hecarim already.
Yeah, mine too. Ooh, the Cho'Gath first pick. Is this going to be the lock-in here? This would be for Violet Sociocat mid lane, and it is putting that confidence in that pick. We know she's played before. The Cho'Gath first pick.
Uh-oh, someone forgot to ban that champion.
Yeah, that's her favorite. So we'll see how we'll see if they'll be able to play around that. Maybe they left it open on purpose.
I don't know. I really wouldn't expect them to have a plan for it, but you know, we'll see. Oh, the Malzahar though.
Ooh, see the Malzahar into Cho'Gath matchup is kind of just one of whoever can get the first kill kind of takes it from there. But it's gonna be interesting to see who gets that lead mid. I mean, you have to assume that, oh, well, of course, Ezreal's coming through.
Ezreal's another champion that with the preseason has just become absolutely dominant, whether it be... Now, we saw a lot of jungle Ezreal at Worlds and everything, but this is probably AD carry Klepto Ezreal.
Yeah, I imagine that is too. I mean, that's the way the recent runes have been with being so strong. Could be jungle too, but most likely AD carry.
And we have a Caitlyn firing back immediately, followed by...
Not really sure. How is the Caitlyn and the Ezreal?
I mean, as long as you avoid his Qs, you're probably going to be doing all right. And then Zyra is the lock-in here for We Are Rhino.
Zyra Caitlyn combo, that's so disgusting. That's so much long-range poke. It's going to be really hard to get around that unless they have a support to match. And there it is.
And there's Sona. All right, so whoever's playing Sona has to be careful because that champion is squishy, but it is also quite lane dominant.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a good answer for the Zyra. I feel like the Zyra might still have an advantage if they can get the CC on and kind of get damage off that way. But because of the sustain the Sona brings, it's going to be really hard for any of that poke to really last.
Plus, I believe that is a double Klepto lane. I'm pretty sure you do run Sona because of the way that her spells work. You go.
The Aatrox ban.
Yeah, the Aatrox ban coming up.
And Quinn, I think that's dedicated front lash as well.
I think that is as well. He was playing that a little bit in some of the games that we were playing earlier, so seeing as he's the team captain, he might want to try and put the team a little bit on his back, but who knows, we'll see. Final ban coming out, Sejuani targeted at Sir Everett's.
Yeah, they still haven't picked either jungler, which is kind of interesting.
Well, that Ezreal could be a flex. You never know.
True. Most likely it's going to be AD carry though.
Yeah, I would assume.
But it's interesting that they saved those two picks for last, putting the priority there. Let's see what they're going to show, whether they decide to show that top laner or the jungler. I don't know what they put more priority into having the counter pick for.
The Vi coming out for Sir Everett's. Now this is something, he has been well known for this champion from what I understand. So that
he's definitely played it quite a lot before. I know that for sure.
Now I'm not actually quite sure how strong it is on the current patch. I don't think it's a champion that's ever bad per se, but you know. And it looks like they're gonna fire right back with the Gragas. That is the hover at the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's just another jungler. That's kind of one that doesn't really fall out of meta too hard. You know, just kind of because of his kit naturally puts him in a situation to be okay.
The final lock-in for We Are a Rhino. This is going to be a Balaka Strand's pick. Now he's going to have to blind pick into front lash, so let's see how this goes. What is the pick?
I don't know. See, what do you want to?
Irelia.
Oh, baby, I'm hyped. See, Velocic Strand. Get his Irelia. Oh,
And
against the
Poppy.
Poppy. So the rosters are locked. This is going to be very interesting. I'm hyped to see this game. These teams are actually pretty even. So let me give the okay to lobby.
Yep, whenever we are ready, we will get loaded into the actual champ select. Someone left big anime titties. That's that.
Rest in peace, big anime titties.
Rest in
Peace.
The OG big anime titties.
The OG.
So, Irelia versus Poppy. That'll be interesting. Vi and Gragas, two typical junglers. Cho'Gath and Malzahar. Oh god. Ezreal, Caitlyn, and then Zyra, Sona. So pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure which team I honestly think is stronger. I think, in my opinion, I'd want to actually give it to the team with Malzahar on it. I think that's a pretty strong early to mid dominant game. I think once it gets to late game, it might be a little harder, but early to mid game, that team is going to be pretty stacked.
But I think you also have to factor in the shot calling of Violet Sociocat. You have to remember that Parp in the split before that, before I started playing, her teams were always very well known for her dominant and aggressive shot calling. And figuring that in, along with the Cho'Gath, the potential Baron plays that you can make very easily, could really tip Rhino over the edge for this one. So, I think it all comes down to execution at the end of it.
I'm pretty excited.
I, too, am an excite.
I don't know how the Irelia Poppy matchup goes.
I think this is largely based on execution because Poppy can block the dash from Aurelia's Q with her W. So Caleb almost has to bait that out in order for him to take an aggressive trade on the Poppy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
pretty good pick there, and the Poppy's actually good for a lot of reasons. For the Gragas as well, and for the Aurelia. Nice to have kind of stoppage on both of those strong tank champions. The only thing I'm worried about from the side of We Are Rhino is that if Caleb isn't able to get ahead on this Aurelia, it might be hard for them to get a lead. They don't really have much damage anywhere else. I mean, you have the Caitlyn, Cho'Gath, I guess, for the true damage, but you really don't really have that hyper carry. I guess on both teams, you don't really have that hyper carry. I mean, Malzahar kind of, but he's more single target damage.
yeah, he's definitely much more single target damage and just bleeding percentage health damage over time with the way that he's built. So I don't know. I think this depends largely on execution.
Yeah, I agree. I think the early game's going to be a big part of it too. Which lanes get ahead early on, which ganks can be successful in which lanes.
Yeah.
So if you were going to give an advantage to one team or the other, who would you do and why?
Well, if it were me, I would have to give the advantage to Big Anime Titties because they're just the greatest team that ever existed in the world. No, seriously. And I think, again, this comes from knowing, for me, you have a lot of old faces on Rhino. You have Guy Fieri, Balakastran, and Violet Sociocat, three players who are very well known and very well respected. Fudgy Ditters and Zorpox are kind of new, but apparently they work really well together, which is why they were drafted almost simultaneously. Frontlash, Sir Everett's, subbed a bit. Frontlash, we haven't really seen much of him. Same thing with Simply Phenomenal. StarCraft is a sub tonight, and definitely not Sal. You've seen him around a bit, but you have a lot of question marks, I guess, on the side of the Slapnut Magoos. So, I don't know. I think just from knowing Violet Sociocat's shot calling and her aggressiveness, I'm going to go with that team.
Yeah, I think that team later, in total, is kind of a more well-rounded team. I think the Zyra-Caitlyn combo is going to be too much for StarCraft and definitely not Sal to be able to handle. I think it's going to be it's gonna be tough. I mean, that's so much long-range poke and so much damage. All right, Piper, I'm going to use this moment to get a quick drink while this game loads in. So I will be right back, and our match will get started here in a second.
While you're doing that, I'm going to take this time to introduce some of the players with these wonderful intros written by longtime viewer and supporter of the PMA LCS, Ziggurath. Ziggurath, go ahead and give a wave in the chat if you want to, or not. But in the meantime, we've got these great player intros. On the red side, we have We Are a Rhino, starting in the top lane. He insists that Congress launched an investigation into how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. It's Balakastran on Aurelia. In the jungle, we just managed to convince him that DPS is not a disease. It's Guy Fieri on Gragas. In the mid lane, He opens boxes of frozen pizza, removes the pie, and then carefully reseals the box. Oh, I guess I should say she does this. It's Violet Sociocat on Cho'Gath. Fitting, being a feast champion. At 80 carry, he sacrificed 3 virgins under the last full moon in the hopes of triple Infernal Drake this game. It's Fudgy Ditters on Caitlyn. And finally, supporting him, he steals pocket change from the elderly. It's Zorpox on Zyra. And on the red side, we have the Slapnut Magoos. At the top lane, and their captain. He was going to lock in Teemo, but his team hates fun and puppies. It's Frontlash on Poppy. In the jungle, he makes a delightful cucumber goulash. It's Sir Everett's on Vi. At mid lane, he owns 37 kinds of sporks. It's Simply Phenomenal on Malzahar. At 80 carry, we just managed to convince him that DPS is a disease. It's StarCraft on Ezreal. And finally, supporting him, he is highly suspicious of the sun and its strange incandescent properties. It's definitely not Sal on Sona. So there you have it, the first intros of the split. The spectator delay is winding down, and at this moment, Greg is finishing up getting his drink. And I just get to sit here in solo cast until he gets back and figures out where his faucet is. Or wherever he keeps his drinks. I don't know anymore. It's fine, really.
I keep them in the fridge, Piper. Thank you.
Oh, well, there you go.
So did you finish your introductions?
I did. I'm so glad you came in here just in time to miss all of them.
I'm going to take that they were excellent and that you're proud of them.
Oh, they're always great.
So, I think a big part of these games is going to be where the junglers gank and if they can get ahead. I mean, if they're able to pull these ganks off, like as an example, if Sir Everett is able to get a gank off on Frontlash like pre 5 minutes and get him first blood, that would be huge. It would be really tough for Blossom's Scram to be able to come back against a Poppy that can kind of cancel him out.
Yeah. I think it's... See, I don't know. Like I said, this is very execution based, I think. It's very hard. And look, just like I said, double Klepto lane, bot lane. Bingo, bango, bongo. Now the Arcane Comet on Zyra. I was curious whether you would take that or Electrocute. But
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, it's really all about execution, I think, between these two team comps. I don't think one stands out as being stronger than the other.
I also just realized they still have the World Championship banners in the base, even though Worlds is over.
NA, baby, they're taking it all this year.
NA in 2017, taking Worlds.
Hey, this is it. This is NA's year.
Definitely.
TSN looks great. They're surging. So, you think we're going to see an invade?
I don't know. As soon as I figure out how to set up the scoreboard. Oh, I need to turn on summoner names, rip.
That might help too. So,
okay, there you go.
No teams are inviting right now. Invading.
No invade.
They're just chilling in their own jungles. Stop memeing on TSM. Maybe if TSM stopped memeing on NA, we'd be super Kate. Dude, I always love the good old Zyra leash, man.
Yeah, dude.
Just
a good
sets up
Zyra
all these
leash.
plants.
Thank you,
I feel like
Jack.
that's always my favorite leash. Or a Nami leash.
Now, it looks like Simply Phenomenal has taken the good timing rune or whatever it is for that early stopwatch. Looks like he's looking to build in that Zanya's, and I think that's probably pretty smart considering how much burst will be coming at him.
Honestly, I didn't even look at the runes or masteries. I should have. I'm an idiot.
It's okay.
Oh well. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
Oh, Swordpox is AFK. Oh, that fatty Zyra leash.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. So I think a big matchup we're going to be focusing on is the Malzahar Cho'Gath. Will Malzahar be able to match that Cho'Gath? Because especially with Violet Sociocat openly, playing that champion quite often in the LCS.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be the only game that we get to see Violet Sociocat on that champion. Gets tagged with a little bit of AIDS, and that's that.
Oh, Violet Sociocat already going in. Nice, using the Vorpal Blades to get down that spell shield.
Balaka
Some good
Strand.
damage.
Yeah. Balaka Strand posturing aggressively in this top lane. See, the thing about Cho'Gath as a champion is you can get that little chip damage on it, and he's just going to heal it right back up with his passive.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
the dumbest
it doesn't really
thing.
matter. And it honestly, as much as we think about Malzahar as being a good pushing machine, he actually struggles early game to push, despite kind of his kit. So the fact that Cho'Gath is way better at pushing early game is a huge disadvantage to Malzahar, and he's going to have to farm under his tower a lot, which being down 4-12 already seems like he's having a tough time doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, meanwhile, we see Sir Everett charging up the Vault Breaker, going in on Guy
Oh,
Fieri,
punching
getting the
Guy
third
Fieri
frog,
in the stomach.
forcing the flash away and the body slam, but
Don't
early
know.
flash there, burned for the side of We Are Panda, a Rhino. Wow.
We are a panda rhino.
A Panda Rhino.
Allie
Honestly.
coming in with animal themed names.
Mhm.
Yeah. Don't know if the flash was necessary, but probably better to be safe than sorry. But that is a cooldown that they aren't going to have to play around now. Definitely not Sal in a tricky spot. He might get first. Oh,
man.
I don't know. I think Fudgy Ditters could have forced the heal with another auto attack there. And yeah, this looks like a Caitlyn lane. Front Lash taking a tower shot. Violet Sociocat getting hit with AIDS.
Yo, Piper, can you turn your stream down on OBS or your mic and mine up a little bit louder?
I can try to do that, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. Although Front Lash, looking at, he's doing some stuff here.
Ooh. Yeah, getting close there to actually being able to get the kill. Not able to finish him off. Didn't get the second proc on that hammer shock, but still. Oh, he's trying to do it again, using the hammer shock right away, getting both procs that time. He's still trying in the auto attack, trying to get the shield. Here goes Velocix Strand. He stuns him.
Oh, he's in minions, though.
Front Lash knocks him back. He's using the body shield. Oh, and he pulls up first blood. The minions taking down Velocix Strand. Front Lash picking up the first kill of the game.
First kill of the split, no less.
True.
That
True.
was kind of hyphy.
Yeah, I mean that was that was just kind of crazy. I don't really know if his flash dodged anything, but I think he just tried to get away from him, and he was able to pick up the shield from his passive. Front Lash was, I should say.
That was why
and
he was flashing.
Once he picked up that shield, and once he picked that shield up, he was able to get that kill.
Yeah. He flashed onto his shield so that he would get that shield and be able to have the HP. Because if he did not get that shield, he would have lost and died. So that was the difference between getting first blood and giving up first blood.
It was a nice play.
But now, bot lane, Sir Everett is looking down here.
Yeah, he's trying. He's gonna walk over some wards though. If he realizes this. But I mean, that's a big kill over the side of Slapnut Magoos. It's gonna be hard to say that. Slapnut Magoos.
Slapnut Magoos.
I'm just gonna call them the Magoos.
The Magoos themselves. Despite being first-blooded, the CS is about even in the top lane, so that is at least good for Balaka.
Yeah, true. But that first blood though. And now Front Lash has the level 6 over Velocix Strand. Velocix Strand is definitely taking advantage of that, pushing him off of the wave. That is a strong pop. He's still doing the same thing, really taking advantage of his lane presence, knowing that there's really not much he can do against him.
Now, I gotta say, I'm really disappointed in this Ezreal right now.
Why's that?
He's losing in CS. That shouldn't be happening, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
this is also
can't
coming
believe-
from an expert like myself, but
Yeah. How dare he be losing in CS? Granted, he does have this wave here. No, he's definitely down.
he's still down 15 CS.
Definitely not Sal. Try to move up here to get some poke. Maybe not worth it.
Ooh, that was a little pokey wokey.
Front Lash just doing insane amounts of damage to Velocix Strand, really just trying to press his lead here, but he's not really having much problem with it. He's kind of sustaining it back while farming under tower.
Yeah, and I mean he's pretty content to just sit here under his tower and farm away. Like, You know, Aurelia is very well known for her mid game and being able to take that. And he gets a little bit of a trade-off.
Oh, he's trying to go in, but the stun to the wall, followed by the Q. The damage immediately. Frontlash picking up a second kill for himself.
All right.
Another solo kill against Velocic Strand. So Frontlash showing that the Poppy pick, he knew what he was talking about.
Not gonna lie, kind of got shit on there.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
He's just like, please, sir. Oh my lord. This game is brought to you by Double Dipped Peanuts.
He might have known. I mean, I assume he knew that Poppy does well against Aurelia. I mean, he's playing the encounters well too. He's playing the fights, knowing, getting the stun, getting the shield, just playing Poppy well.
Yeah, he plays a lot of Poppy, so I'm really not surprised to see this pick out of him.
I mean, he really has to keep pressing his lead here too. Shutting down on Aurelia is really, I mean, we were saying it before the game, unless the Caitlyn could get a couple of kills early game, which doesn't look like she is, it's going to be hard for them to have that late game damage, especially with Aurelia being shut down. So
You're right, but she does still have that comfortable 12 CS lead. That's 2 whole waves that she's got over Ezreal. And also look at the farm difference in the mid lane. Violet Sociocat has almost 3 full waves over Simply Phenomenal. Velocic Strand is getting bullied in the top lane as well.
But is the Cho'Gath enough damage? Can the Cho'Gath get through the Poppy?
It is a lot of single target damage.
The silence to stop the go. Oh, the body slam.
That's gonna be good.
Casket and Oscar Mac. And actually, did Cho'Gath use his ultimate to eat that?
That was in fact a feast stack.
Ooh, there it is. So, kill coming back over to the other side of a We Are a Rhino, going over to this already far ahead in CS, Violet Sociocat Cho'Gath.
That's just going to catapult her ahead even more. And so that's usually how Ali's teams play. They play a lot through the mid lane. So
Kind of controls the rest of the map when you do it that way anyway. So, I mean, that's a big kill for them. I mean, they already saw themselves down 2 kills. Their top laner carry is, getting pooped on a little bit here, but so they can rely on their mid laner to bring it back. And it looks like they're gonna go to this dragon too.
And this is classic Guy Fieri right here. He just loves bip bop boop zippity zap zoop just going on these dragons. And now Frontlash is under the turret for some reason. Still even. YOLO. And look, even though they're down a kill, they're still even in gold, and that's chalked up a lot to the CS differences in the mid and bot lane. Now, granted, Balakastran is kind of getting shit on, but right now they're not really playing around him that much.
Yeah, they're relying on the rest of the team, and he's trying to go in to do some damage here. Actually, ahead in health after that exchange.
Yeah, did a pretty good trade there.
It helps that Velocic Strand also does have an Ocean Drake to his name.
That was just picked up by none other than the Master Chef, Guy Fieri.
Well, Master Chef, that's an overstatement.
All right,
Mediocre
listen.
Chef, probably more accurate.
All right, listen. People shit on Guy Fieri so much. Like the actual guy, not Eric Jizq. People shit on Guy Fieri so much. But here I see a fight happening in the bot lane. And blue team gets the first turret of the game with that. But even with
I think we kind of just seeped in.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much they could do.
But even with that, the gold is still about even.
Uh-oh, Violet Sociocat using the rupture, forcing the flash of Simply Phenomenal. So, gotta respect the rupture, man. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, so anyway, back to my Guy Fieri point. People shit on Guy Fieri so much, but all he is a guy who is living his dreams. He gives small businesses free advertising.
They must suffer.
I'm just saying, what the hell has he ever done? I don't know.
Oh, here comes the Vault Breaker into the damage, but Violet Sociocat is very tanky, 2 levels ahead. The red buff following up with the ultimate. Here comes the ultimate from Maslahar as well, and the stun into the wall, but Sir Everett's getting the kill, turning this on to Violet Sociocat. Nice group up there in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly didn't think Sir Everett had the damage to do it at first. But I mean, Simply Phenomenal and Front Lash claps on that really well.
I just want to let you know that C-Man thinks that we sound alike. So if you want to like eject him from the league, you know, the onus is on you to do that.
Oh, the explosive gas being used on definitely that cell. Guy Fieri's trying to make plays happen, but he's just by himself.
Yeah, one fat man cannot
Here
defeat.
comes Fudgy Ditters and Zorpox on the outside using the tramps. Oh.
This is a 3v5, but the team is collapsing up.
Sona gets rooted. She doesn't go down though. She heals up. Here goes Blossom Strand flashing in, but he's not very strong, so he jumps to back out. He's still trying to do something that might be going down. Here comes the Keeper's Verdict, getting them out of here. But Front Lash is by himself right now, trying to 1v4. He's going to go down. The rest of the team not there.
He is not that tanky yet.
Yeah, maybe just looked like a little bit of miscommunication there. Friends, his name is Belacek, Belacek Strand.
No.
On
No.
the third Everett's.
Belacek Strand picks up the kill. It's Belacek Strand because it's Caleb spelled backwards.
Belacek.
Yeah, Belacek Strand.
Belacek Strand.
Yeah. That's why. I used to think it was Belacek Strand too, but it's not.
Belacek Strand.
Yeah, dude.
I'm tilted. That name is horrible.
Oh, and they're going for the Rift Herald.
But his Irelia play is not, as he picked up on a kill on Sir Everett, which allows them to get this dragon pretty easily.
Please
Strand. Uh-oh, but here comes the rest of the team. Slap the Magoos are trying to fight this. Front Lash is not saying, no way, you ain't getting this for free. And they're forcing him off of it. Rift Herald really wants to kill them, but it still hasn't reset. It still hasn't reset.
So you're saying that I'm pretty sure my stream fell behind because it lagged a little bit?
Who's gonna get it? It's at 1.5. They're waiting for the jungler. He's here now. They're still fighting around it, but fights are going on. Front Lash is on the front line here, trying to do something simply phenomenal, using the ultimate on Cho'Gath, as followed by the knock into the wall. Guy Fieri's still trying to do something. Sir Everett is going to be able to get away.
Oh my lord.
Trying to taste down Belacek Strand. Definitely not going to get the movement speed. Maybe on cooldown. Oh, but Guy Fieri on the backline knocks Starcraft back into the team. They are not going to finish him down as he flashes, uses the True Shot Barrage, not going to hit anybody, and he's going to run away.
So,
was that a 1-for-1 in the end? 1-for-2 in favor of We Are Rhino.
Yeah, my stream lagged. So I'm at 14, 25, 26, 27.
Can you push your plus button and just skip? It's a big fight, isn't it? I'll wait. I'll pause.
All right, I'm at 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 15.
All right, we're good. But definitely not Sal's given the movement speed to try to follow up. He uses the ultimate on 3 members of the team. Here's Front Lash on the backside trying to make it happen. They're still low health. Oh, Belacek Strand goes in and picks up the kill, and definitely not Sal. Front Lash, charges Guy Fieri into the wall, picking up a kill for himself. So kills being exchanged for both teams. He gets Rupture, the silence. Not going to take him down, but a 1-for-1. These are some crazy fights here.
But I feel like Violet Sociocat could just feast onto any of these people at any time.
Honestly. True story.
Yeah, dude. Meanwhile, StarCraft needs to back. Probably has a lot of gold after that whole exchange, even though he only has 1 assist. How do you only have 1 assist? StarCraft, pick up your game. Meanwhile, Fudgy Ditters.
Made a second one, am I right?
Yeah, Fudgy Ditters went with the rapid fire cannon purchase first instead of going for the Infinity Edge. Not sure if I agree with that. I don't agree with that. That's terrible.
Thanks,
but
Parker.
hey, whatever. They're entitled to their wrong opinion.
Dragon gonna be picked up here for the Slapnut Magoos. That was a Cloud Drake, so Cloud to an Ocean Dragon.
Yeah, we'll be interested.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Front Lash kind of just needs to chill a little bit. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to make these plays happen, and he's doing a good job of being a front line, but he just has to make sure the rest of his team is there with him. Just wait for your team. Be a little bit patient. Wait for them to group up before you make these engages.
Yeah. They're having FPS issues, and they're gonna pause.
Piper, can you turn down your mic on OBS?
I can. In 1 second.
Like-
Are they saying I'm too loud?
Yes.
Okay, 1 sec. How's that?
I will not know. but I
Chat,
will
please tell me.
Please review. Thank you. So this is actually a pretty close game right now. So let's break this down here a little bit. We talked about early in the game that the way Slapnut Magoos were going to need to get ahead was to shut down Balak Extrad. And they kind of did that early on, but he's right back in this now. He's only down a little bit of farm. He's got 3 kills to himself, only down 1 kill. So he's not really shut down at all, even though Frontlash got those 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Aurelia is once she gets her Triforce, she can just kind of go full tank after that and just ravage the back line. And it looks like he's going to be finishing that up here pretty soon. So...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you look at it on the side of Slapnut Magoos, you really don't have a lot of peel. I mean, you have Sona, but she's so squishy herself, she'll just die. You know what I mean? Like, once the Irelia goes in, and she'll just jump on her and kill her before she can really even do anything. She's been using her ultimate to engage, but maybe she should use it to disengage, and everyone just focus on the Irelia at this point. I don't know, it's hard. Because Sona just gets bursted. I mean, that's what happens in that's what's happened in the last 2 team fights.
But the issue with that, well, first of all, Sona shouldn't be on the front line. I mean, you only want to go for those flash crescendo players if you can line it up perfectly where you get all of them.
Well, it's not even flash crescendo. I mean, he's just trying to be the engage. I mean, you're right. He should not be on the front line. He should be on the back line, saving the ultimate for like either a pick near your team or just peeling off Irelia at this point. You have so much engage in the form of Poppy and the Vi that you really don't need the Sona to be the engage, rather to help your carries not die.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, the issue with if they just focus Balaka Strand all at once is that you still have Ali's Cho'Gath, Guy Fieri's Gragas, Fudgy Ditter's Caitlyn, and Zyra all just free-firing that entire time. So it's like, yeah, you expend all this time to kill them, but you still have all of these heavy hitters just hitting you all at the same time. So I don't know. This game is going to rely very heavily on Frontlash being just this super big front line, while Ezreal is getting poke damage, and Malzahar is able to get the space aids. Honestly, it will depend heavily on that, because one of the big reasons that Ezreal is super strong is because of its poke. And if he can get a lot of that chip damage before the fight happens, then they can just go in and clean it up. Whereas in a straight up team fight, you know, Caitlyn's autos are probably going to do better.
Yeah, true. I mean, this is kind of the time where Slapnut Magoos need to be hitting their stride and start to get a lead, and they're not really doing that. So we'll see. But while we have a little bit of a break right now, this would be a good time to tell everybody to make sure you guys follow the stream to know when we're live for all of our matches. That's the best way to follow it. Just, you know, we'll always go live. You'll get an email, blah, blah, blah. Or if you want, we have a Facebook page. You just got to scroll down to below the stream. There's a Facebook picture. Click that and just like us. And you'll also get updates on when the games go live. And then you can know what pipe we're doing frequently. It's not what everyone wants at the end of the day.
Exactly. Okay, I can't actually tell if chat is memeing because they're in all caps saying, "Ow, my ears, Piper. Piper, shut up. You are so loud. What the hell?"
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention. Got some important news. So for every pentakill this season, Rob and Adam are each donating $25 to the prize pool.
Make them poor. Get pentakills.
Yep. So that's $50 every pentakill.
Damn, dude.
So if you know you're gonna lose, just int and give them a pentakill. Right? Alright, looks like we're about to get started here.
Good.
So
Good.
Slapnut Magoos defending. Got a little bit of a base here.
Short Bus Warrior, there's blood in your ear holes. Well, then maybe you should go to a hospital, my friend.
Yeah, the volume is good now.
Okay. Radical, my dude.
Trolls in our chat. Who would have thought? Wait a second. It's our first PMA LCS game of the season, and we have a pause.
Wow.
I'm happy. All lives on.
So you
We need
say
to
you're
take a
happy?
fun-
I'm not.
Gotta love the good old pause. So right now, kind of teams just resetting. Dragon's not up for a little bit. I don't know what it even is the next dragon. It is another ocean. So team's just kind of resetting. SNM Goose just defending and waiting.
Yeah.
I almost feel like their team would be really good in a defensive situation. Like, rather than them doing the engage, them peeling off the engage of We Are a Rhino.
Yeah, we are a Rhino. The Gragas pick is pretty integral here because they can force a lot of engages, but they can also disengage pretty well. Whereas the only engage that Slapnut Magoose has is, you know, buy ulti, flash crescendo, or flash Malzahar, or if Poppy somehow gets a flank.
Yeah,
You know?
true.
So there's not a whole lot of real engage on either side. I don't know. Looks like we're going to have a very big stalemate. We're just going to be playing the Rotato game, which Ali is quite good at, because meanwhile they're sieging on the mid turret.
Oh, definitely not Sal. A little bit on the front line. There's that squishy Sonic with a nice block from front line. Trying to bring Guy Fieri back into the tower. Using the Keeper's Verdict. Simply phenomenal. Trying to follow up with the damage, but they don't have their Ezreal there, so they don't really have that much damage. But a great save from Frontlash, saving his support's life.
Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about with this Poppy pick. It's gotta be the front line they need. And there he does what any good captain does. So meanwhile, Balakistron is soloing StarCraft under the turret.
Yeah, there's the Irelia strength. You know, it doesn't even matter. Now he's ahead of Farm on Frontlash, and you know, he got those deaths early on, but it seems like he just decided he's gonna carry no matter what.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, whatever.
You just
I'll give up
can't-
more kills.
You just can't count Balakistron out.
Ooh,
Ali is
looks
not
so-
letting her jungler have farm.
Yeah, nope. Like, welcome to me being Cho'Gath. How many stacks is she sitting at right now?
She is sitting at
4. That's pretty low. Oh, Simply Phenomenal fighting down here. Balakistran gets silenced. He goes down. Simply Phenomenal with that silence coming in clutch, getting the kill for himself. Balakistran being a little cocky, and that's actually a pretty big advantage over there for Slapnut Magoose.
Yeah, you can't do that, first of all, without a QSS. And second of all, without your completed Trinity Force. That was just way too ballsy.
It'd be interesting to see if they might turn this into a Baron now, group up as 5, and try to just force a fight when you have the advantage. Looks like that might be what they're trying to do.
They're setting up Vision, but I don't think they're going to actually go for Baron yet.
Yeah, no, you gotta wait a little bit longer. Get another kill, maybe.
I think it would be very hard for them to out-ally the ally team.
StarCraft trying to get some poking.
StarCraft.
Kind of just a stalemate around Baron right now. Teams just knowing this is the primary objective, but Ali doing a good job rotating mid now on this Cho'Gath, trying to push it out, sending Balakistran. Am I saying it right now? Balakistran. Gosh. Balakistran going bottom lane on this Irelia with the TP, so. Interesting that Violet Sociocat would ignite. I love that. Just aggressive Cho'Gath.
Yeah, personally, I would favor more the teleport, I think. You have enough damage, I don't think you really need the,
Oh, here comes the ultimate. Oh, not gonna be able to get him. Flash away from Violet Sociocat. Using the flash right away, but actually using the ultimate from Malzahar on the Cho'Gath. That's not something you'd expect, but seems to force the flash in the end anyway.
I have to wonder if he's running ultimate hat on Malzahar. because of how integral that cooldown is on that champion.
What? Running what?
If Simply Phenomenal is running ultimate hat on Alcohol.
I assume he is.
Oh, but look at
He's not.
this. The Baron play. Classic alley shot calling.
I think they might actually get contested on this, though. It's at half health. Simply, they don't have vision of it, though. They're backing off of this, opting to play it safe. But Balakik Strand is bottom, pushing this out. Frontline's just going to try to match him down here. It looks like he will just sit under his tower and do so. And the side of Slapnut and Magoos are just going to go and defend.
Yeah, but I mean, this is exactly what Balakik Strand wants to do. He just wants to keep fighting the Poppy. Late W by Frontlash, losing out on that trade.
Yeah, and it looks like we are right now. We're gonna opt to try to get that Cloud Dragon. That would be their second of the game. Oh, excuse me, Ocean Dragon. That would be their second of the game. Pretty helpful for that Caleb Irelia split pushing. So always nice. Not necessarily, you know, you only have 2 outers left, so you can get this quick and then just go back to your split pushing.
And while we're thinking of it, you know, it just seems like We Are Rhino is doing macro so much better this game. They're able to rotate, get the objectives. They've only lost 1 tower this entire game, which is probably why they have a 3k gold lead this game. I mean,
Yeah, that's a nice little lead already.
it's
And
not...
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you know, only having 1 more dragon, but both of those being an Ocean Dragon helps a lot. Like right now, they're gonna opt to go for this Baron here. Sir Everett is gonna try to get on it. He does have vision, does have his Vault Breaker, does have Smite. They are the same level of junglers, so it looks like it could be a 50-50, but it is a pink ward on it. The TP's coming in. This is Frontlash. They're gonna get off it. Are they gonna try to do this themselves now? All 2 of them are stuck in the pit while tanking tower. Baron has not reset health. This is a fight around Baron right now. Oh man, some of the Goose have put themselves in a horrible position around the Baron. This could be dangerous for them. They're getting knocked up. They're taking tons of damage from this. The Baron is doing more damage than the team is.
And meanwhile, Balakik Strand gets that bot turret. They just wasted a bunch of time, and honestly, they should have forced that while it was a 5v4, but they didn't do anything. They didn't pull the trigger, and now they're just losing more and more ground in the bot lane.
Yeah, now they're opting to back out, and at the same time, We're Ryan just going right back on this Baron here, knowing that's kind of what they can do with the team retreating. But they all have retreated. No, in fact, none of them have retreated. But StarCraft does pick up a kill, but at the same time, Balakik Strand is still pushing bottom lane. He's gonna get an in-hit turret. Simply Phenomenal is now back, and Guy Fieri's gonna go down. A nice ultimate for Frontlash. No, he's not gonna go down. He flashes over the wall, uses the blast cone, he gets away.
But Fudgy Ditters is Fudgy Deaders.
Wow.
At the hands of Sir Everett's and Frontline.
I didn't even see that. The old Via ultimate.
Alright, Fudgy
Yeah.
Ditters, after this game, we need to have a talk because your build is awful.
Whoa, whoa.
He built Guardian Angel second item. No Infinity Edge. But
Oh, Violet knocking away. 2-man rupture. The silence coming down, getting
Gets-
a kill for Violet
gets
Sociocat.
the Nom Nom
Uh-oh.
on the Dom Dom.
Oh,
Oh,
double
that's
kill for
why
Violet
you take
Sociocat.
Ignite on Cho'Gath.
At the same
Alright.
time, Violet trying to do some bottom lane. Ow, when he gets the kill, does he go down to Space 8? He's life-stealing. He life-steals and he lives. Not even close.
That
No
is
Space 8's taking
that's
this man.
3-for-1 thanks to the Ignite from Violet Sociocat. Alright,
Wow.
I've been proven wrong. That is one reason why you take Ignite on Cho'Gath. I'll
Yep.
take it. And they did stop the Baron too, so overall. Now look at this. I like this. I like the Righteous Glory third item on that Cho'Gath.
That's an alley, champ. That's an alley item.
That I like that. That is some ballsy stuff. But look, they still haven't swept out this pink ward or this ward in the back of the pit, so they know that this is going on. They even saw them TP to that ward. Like, how have they not done that?
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm still stuck on this. Fudgy Ditters, never build Guardian Angel second on Caitlyn.
I'm not really sure why he did that, just because he thinks he's gonna get a killer right away, but like at least get a QSS. I mean, you have a pretty good front line. It's gonna be hard to get through them to get to you. I mean, Vi's gonna ult you, but like,
I mean,
I don't know.
that build is just stupid. All right, well, Sir Everett's is just dead.
Yeah, he just got caught.
TY Zyra. No, but like, you first build Infinity Edge because that's your crit item. Like, you need that. Then you get your attack speed items, usually static shiv. Rapid fire is more defensive. So you can
They're
do
trying this Baron again.
I mean, why not?
They have vision on it. It's gonna be, might be a 50-50 here. Oh no, the jungler's dead.
Yeah, so it's more of a...
They're taking a lot of damage though. StarCraft is poking them out as best he can. Here comes the ultimate from Frontlash. Knocks 2 of them away. That's the jungler as well. The Baron's at 1.3k health. No one has finished it off. Here's the ultimate used on
But Guy Fieri is back.
Go down. No one has killed the Baron. Guy Fieri is back. Baron is at 500 health. Who even gets it? Looks like
Rhino does get
Rhino,
it.
2 are they end up getting it, and it looks like they're gonna come away with this team fight too. Oh, maybe not. Here comes StarCraft. He's landing the auto attacks. Here comes the Q damage. He's gonna get it. Frontlash getting a double kill. He's chasing down. He's gonna try to get Zorpox. He gets the auto attack proc on him. He's not gonna get the kill though. But meanwhile, they get the kill on the Violet Sociocat. So a Baron, but a 4-for-1 in favor of Slapnut Magoots. They're gonna be able to maybe get a second tier, 2 second tiers out of this.
Yeah, that was maybe not the best Baron call that Ali has ever made.
That was crazy, dude.
You didn't really have
That was a
anyone with
great
armor
Baron play.
on the Baron to tank the Baron. You know, you only have the chain vest on Gragas, and 2 cloth armors and Tabby on the Aurelia. Oh,
So they were up like 6k, and now they're up 2k.
yeah. Classic
Nice.
Dignitas.
Classic Dignitas. Does that make Violent Sociocat Scara?
Yes.
As Fudgy did his cutie pie. Rest in peace.
Okay, Cutie Pie would never build a pussy-ass Guardian Angel second item.
Oh gosh, tell us how you really feel, Piper.
I'll tell you how I really feel. That's a fucking terrible Caitlyn build.
Damn, dude. Spicy.
I do not hold back.
Can we get some torpedoes in chat? Any subscribers?
Do we have any subscribers with the torpedo in the...
I could do it myself. Oh, simply, or Sir Everett's going in with the Vault Breaker, getting the damage. Oh, they suppress him. It's a Vi ultimate. I didn't even go through. I'm confused. But they are going to get that kill on the Guy Fieri. They could turn this here into another, or into a Infernal Dragon. No problem.
Infernal Dragon.
Nice pick there. They Malzahar ultimate just kind of being, you know, whatever it wants to do, killing somebody.
I'm being
Yeah,
told by OPTSM fan that actually Cutie would have built some dumb shit like that. I disagree, because everyone knows the Pie is the undisputed #1 player.
Yeah, Obi-Wan throwing some torpedoes out there. And yeah, that's true. That is true.
He is the undisputed #1 player in the world. Faker himself cannot compete.
Honestly. So
So
that was actually still kind of a big difference, but it doesn't really matter because I think the side of We Are Rhino is just gonna pretty much try to clean this one out. I think Block Extreme is just gonna split push, but I mean that Ezreal is 3-1 with
It's
200
still-
farm, 30 minutes.
It's too close to call. It is way too close to call.
I'm ready to see some Ezreal damage here. Oh, here comes the Vault Breaker on the Guy Fieri. He's caught out a little bit.
Guy Fieri, more like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's like.
Yeah.
Block Extreme still bottom lane.
Interesting that StarCraft opted for the Merc Treads instead of the Ionian boots. I find that interesting because there's not a whole lot of CC other than Zyra root, but he shouldn't even be caught by that in the first place if he's doing it
That's a
correctly.
good amount. Rupture. Silence, does that count?
I don't know if silence is counted
CC?
here, but it might be. I don't know. I have to look into that. All right, they're saying Fire Piper.
Hashtag Fire Piper.
Fight me, bitch. 1v1 me.
Looks like we're gonna try to see a push here from Rhino. At the same time, Block Extreme is bottom lane, but the Magoo's got 5 people up top trying to defend this. Looks like Sona and Malzahar have backed off. So still 3 people top, 2 people going bottom lane. It's hard to see Jhin against the Malzahar. Magoo's have mid lane pushing. It looks like Rhino are gonna commit to trying to get this tower. They are going to send Simply Phenomenal bottom lane to match the Caleb, or to match the, wow, the Caleb. Irelia.
I'm being told in the chat to order a pizza on stream or riot. Greg, do you mind?
You're not ordering a pizza on stream.
Why not?
We don't support pizza here. We're
But
strictly
want
Chinese LCS.
Holy
StarCraft
shit.
trying to chase this one down. Oh, front lashing a pick. Oh, body slamming over to my guy Fury. See you. That choke out now many stacks. 8 stacks. Not as many as you think, though.
I mean, that's more.
I mean,
than
how many
6.
minions can you devour in total? Was it 10?
6.
I mean, she doesn't even have that yet.
No, it's once you hit 6 stacks and everything after that has to be a large monster. or a
Oh, I see.
champion.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, Violet Sociocat sitting there. Frontlash gonna go check this.
Hello.
Not gonna. Yeah, he's like, I am
It's
not
just
messing
me,
with that thing. man.
Cho'Gath.
Yeah, that Cho'Gath is indeed. Garfield Juice put it thick as a big, juicy Cho'Gath.
All right. What if I make my own Papa John's pizza? Is that acceptable?
On stream.
Dude, it's super easy. I just need to cut out a circle of cardboard, dump like a spatter of ketchup on it, and then put a cheese stick on top.
Wow.
I mean, that's basically the same thing as Papa John's pizza, am I right?
Are we memeing right now?
I mean, have you had
That
Papa
pizza
John's
is the
recently?
greatest pizza ever. But meanwhile, it looks like the Magoos are going to head to bottom lane to try to catch Blockage out of planes. He does have TP. He might... Oh, definitely not Sal's in for a very rough time. No, Frontlash is here to follow. They have a lot of movement speed. They have that Cloud Dragon. Auto attack him super slow. He is slow. They're still trying to do something here.
But he is level 17, and he's casually fighting off 4 members of the team.
Yeah, no problem. Doesn't even matter. I mean, they don't really have much CC to deal with him, like point and click, other than Sona ulti. But you don't really invest in ultimate when it's just you and a Poppy. They need the Ezreal.
They do need Ezreal's damage right now, but Ezreal also needs to finish that Blade of the Ruin King so that he can start taking down these high speed targets.
Oh, the rupture silence!
Oh! Definitely not
Chug.
Sal is definitely not in this world any longer.
Yeah, you're right. Frontlash looks like he might be the next victim here, but he does slam Blockage straight into the wall. StarCraft is trying to do what he can on the backside, but it's just not enough. There's too many tanks over there. Oh, they're flashing in on Simply Phenomenal. He's out of place. He's going to go down, trying to use the silence to live. Fungi Ditters is attacking here. Auto-attacking. Not really doing a lot of damage, though, on this Kaelin. But Blockage still trying to go in, but a big fight over there for Rhino. That pick onto Definitely Not Sal was so strong. That damage, the true damage from Cho'Gath is just unbeatable.
Yeah. And I mean, you said there's no damage from that Caitlyn. Well, that's what happens when you build GA second.
Oh my gosh.
He does have the Infinity Edge now,
Alright,
but at this
chat,
point, he should have 2 crit
If you
items.
guys think Piper is tilted, in chat type hashtag Piper is tilted. But meanwhile, there's a fight still going on. They're trying to chase him down. Oh, but the side of Magoo, they're still alive. Oh, Everett is going to go down. Frontlash charging him into the wall. The GA is going to be up. He needs to stay under tower, though he's not. He's just taking... Oh, actually, he is. They're still taking tower shots. Frontlash is going to try to get away. The heal needs to be used. It's not on the cooldown. StarCraft is trying to still do damage, but no. The side of Real Rhino is just too tanky. I mean, they're doing a lot of damage to them, but there's just too many tanks.
All right, chat. If you think that Greg is having a stroke right now, please type in hashtag herdydirtydir in chat.
Hashtag Fire Piper. Hashtag Fire Piper.
I just want you to know that you
I'm
spent
not
your
really sure
first
they're going
round
to be able
pick
to
on.
contest this here.
I don't
And
think they can
Rhino-
either.
Just going to pick this one up here. No problem. Definitely not Cell taking a headshot. Oh, Malzahar's in the backline does get ruptured. Violet Sociocat throwing the silence the complete wrong way. That's okay. Mistakes happen.
See, Opie agrees with me about the Caitlyn build. Thank you, Opie1. Oh, but they're going for that second Infernal coming up on the side of slapping up Magoo. And they're just going to give up this Infernal Drake for free.
Oh, wouldn't that have been funny?
Dude, that would be great.
Yeah. But 2 Infernals and a Cloud Dragon now versus 2 Ocean Dragons. So 5 dragons already taken in this game. That's a pretty big Infernal Dragon for the side of the Magoos if they want to try to make a comeback. I mean, if that one had gone over the other side, it would have been just, I mean, an even bigger mountain to climb.
But Greg, there aren't any mountain breaks in it.
I hate you, Piper.
I know.
Hashtag Fire Piper in chat, please.
Need I remind you?
I agree with the OPTSM fan. They are just sending Malzahar in the side lane. Wow, can we just get a zoom in on this Shogath here for a second? Can we just get him?
Oh, hold on.
It's not really a fight going on mid at the moment. Can we just see how massive this Shogath is? All right, back to mid. Back to the fight at hand. That is a massive ass champion. Excuse my language. That is a massive booty champion. Thick, as some would say. But Frontlash is trying to go in. Here's the flash. Sir Everett's using on the fudgy dinners, but he's going to be able to get out of this. The ultimate from Zyra to peel back. Definitely not Sal. He's going to get body slammed. Here's the ultimate from Caitlyn. Oh, they're still trying to make something happen. But Lancashire and sieging at the same time. Sir Everett's going on the fudgy dinners by himself. Gonna be able to pick him up in the kill. Violet Sociocat's by herself. They're chasing her down. There's 3 of them. She gets stunned against the wall. It's a 3v1 situation, but here comes the Irelia. Oh, no, Irelia's deciding to split push instead. They're actually going to pick up this kill here on Violet Sociocat. Frontlash is going to try to go on Zorpok with just as Zyra. He should be able to get her. The damage, nice damage. The True Shot Barrage going to miss, though. Oh, and the 3-man root, but not going to be enough. The Baron Maiden's doing damage. They're still going to pick up this kill, but Balakistran getting another in-hit turret. Oh, and here's the TP. The Malzahar ultimate trying to stay alive. The Nethergrass being used. Balakistran going down, though.
Balakistran, Balaka dying.
What was that in the end of 4 for none?
Yep.
Nice.
Classic.
Big fight from the Goose.
Classic Dignitas.
Yeah, just getting caught out there. They need that Aurelia damage. It seems like, I mean, honestly, as much as it's a meme now at this point, the Caitlyn just doesn't do that much damage. And she kind of just, well, in that situation, she got caught out. You know, the Vi was able to get on top of her. Maybe that's why she wanted to go with that GA first item to, you know, survive through that burst. But, well, you know, have another life after that burst. I don't know. Piper, you can talk to him after this game.
What?
But at 40 minutes right now, it's a goal difference of 4K still, but you'd think it's a goal difference of 1K the way this game has been feeling. I mean, honestly, I think any team could still take it at this point.
It's just because the late game of that Malzahar is really starting to turn on, I think. Plus, also, they're taking really advantageous fights on the side of Slapnut Magoos. Whereas, I don't think we are a Rhino are playing around the advantages.
Well, the Rupture's gonna miss, but here comes the Vorpal charges. Rest in peace.
It's pretty futile at that point.
Guy Fieri getting the kill. Actually, not gonna get the stack to Violet Sociocat, unfortunately. So how many? 10 now. Nice. That's a pretty big Cho'Gath. Wow, look at that sustain.
PTSM fan and Opikwan are speaking the truth in chat right now. Kate can do enough damage. She doesn't need to go Bork. She should have went second Zeal or Last Whisper for that fat ass bomb.
Oh, Guy Fieri getting caught a little bit out here, but the ultimate's gonna be used. The Rupture trying to follow the True Shot Barrage will start on the back line. Violet Sociocat gets half health, but it doesn't really matter. The Rupture being used on Frontlash. Frontlash is a very tanky pop. He steps in a trap though. This is a horrible situation for him. He gets body slammed right away. They're still trying to make something happen here. StarCraft actually hasn't been touched at all. Here comes Sir Everett. He does get silenced. Oh, StarCraft taking a lot of damage, and he gets eaten by the Cho'Gath, but he has GA. Gonna try to get out of this. He's still alive. They're still trying to make something happen. Sir Everett's actually gonna go down.
Killed himself.
Yeah, Rhino is just, all of their team members are just too full of health for him to be that much of a front line. The 2 Ocean Dragons helping out here. They're gonna get this in hit, I assume. Frontlash trying to use the ultimate and scare him off. Gets 2 of them. He gets the body slam and the Nethergrass using the Cho'Gath. He's gonna go down here. A pickup for their team. They're still trying to make something happen. This could be a turn for them, but they're taking so much damage. That Guy Fieri is gonna go down as well. Vudgy Dinner's GA is gonna be alone. That's gonna be another kill for them. So in the end, another huge team fight for the Slapnut Magoos. 3 for 0. Oh, 3 for 1. But
you know,
they just keep getting these crazy team fights. I don't understand why Rhino are not just getting the in-hit.
Well, you see, they were trying to, and then they got ulted out, and then because Caitlyn didn't have the last Swifter, she just couldn't do any damage to the fat tanks in the front lane.
So I just watched the replay right now on stream. Well, let's see what happens if Frontlash is trying to make something happen. No, he's not. I just watched the replay on stream right now. Zorpox attacked the inhibitor, and then nobody else attacked the inhibitor until Zorpox attacked 2 minions, and then Violet's Cat hit it once. That was it. Nobody even attacked it. They just kind of were messing around trying to not get caught when they should have just gone on the inhibitor. I mean, you're huge. Just get the inhibitor and then get out, you know? I mean, at this point, they have no real advantage now. I mean, they're still trying to siege in for this inhib. I mean, Baron is up in 40, Dragon's up in 20, but it doesn't really seem like they're just pressing this lead. They should be winning these fights, you know?
They should be, but I think they kind of overstayed with how little health they had, whereas, you know, Slapnut Magoos were able to just go back to base. Plus, they do have 2 Infernal Drakes, which is giving them a lot of stats. And it looks like they're grouping up for this Elder, actually, which is spawning now.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an intense fight. This could be the game fight right here. We'll see. So Magoo are on it. It's not taking a lot of damage, though. Here comes Violet Sociocat trying to be that frontline Cho'Gath. This is a 5v5 situation. Oh, excuse me. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is a 5v5. We're good. Both
Got
teams
that
just pulling
defensive
around.
line of traps for Fudgy Diggers.
Nothing really happening right now. Just pretty chill, to be honest.
Somebody hit somebody! Oh, well, StarCraft heard me.
Yeah. What's your time right now, Piper?
43:07, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Cool. They just like. How long could they stay around Dragon when nobody do? Oh, nice dodge from StarCraft and playing that well. Actually, knowing exactly when he was going to use that and dodging it.
I don't know if he saw the indicator or if he just anticipated the Gragas body slam.
I'm sure he just anticipated it. Oh, and a random pause.
Pig spike.
Wouldn't be PMA LCS without a random pause.
I don't know. Yeah, Ezreal has a lot of damage now.
No one has said anything? Have we just like assumed? Oh no, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Eric, oh I see. Random ping spike. I had all my things downsized. Could not see that. So this fight around Baron, but it's actually a pretty good situation for the Magoos because they have bottom lane pushing faster than Rhino has top lane pushing. So this Frontlash trying to make something happen here. He's on the front line. Still trying to fight. This Baron is, or this Dragon's not aggro. You'd think maybe Fudgy Diggers would throw a Q on that. They're still trying to make something happen. Oh, the root coming out and definitely not sound, but he is Soda, healing it all back up. I mean, their bottom lane is just pushing in on that tower right now. No one's there to match it. They might be able to get this. Honestly, that's a pretty big wave. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Still playing this Dragon game. Not sure why it's aggro. Maybe the other team did, but just fighting around it. Frontlash is trying to make a play happen. Gets rooted by the Zyra. Stepping on all these traps here, not really being able to do much. Looks like Rhino are rotating them out mid. They're going to try to push this inhib in. Magoo is trying to come in. Ooh, the stuns against the wall. The ultimate Q just going to take Zyra down. A great pick for the Zyra. Magoo, they're going to destroy the Soda. Crush him with no problem. Although Cho'Gath doing the damage, but StarCraft doesn't even touch. Velocity Strand's going to go down without a GA this time. They're still trying to make something happen. Rhino's chasing this down. Sure, everyone's just going to go down.
And now it's...
But here comes Frontlash.
It's a 3v2 right now.
Trying to get the damage.
Simply Phenomenal has no mana. He has no mana free.
What if Frontlash TP bottom? He could maybe get an inhib off this. He's not going to do that. Too risky, I guess. Too risky. No, maybe not.
I think right now, Slapnut Magoos just has to go and turn on that Drake because we are a Rhino.
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
We are a Rhino has to respond to that bot lane. Meanwhile, StarCraft can just send his ulti top right now. They still might lose that inhibitor. I don't have a picture.
I think they're going to.
But wait,
I think they are.
Malzahar doesn't have any damage.
Oh,
StarCraft
no, definitely not Sal's here. Yeah, they're good. Definitely not Sal's there. Oh, but here comes Violet Sociocat recognizing this inhib is pretty much free. She's gonna get it, no problem here. There's not much they can do about it. Sir Everett is up right now, but they're just gonna get this inhib for free, no problem. And she's just gonna leave. So good macro play there by
Well, you say for free, but I don't think it's for free.
Nano attacks here, and finally Sociocat just flash and destroying Sona, no problem there, feasting on her life. Sir Effort's still trying to make this happen, getting the auto attack, the 3 proc not there. He's getting slowed, Vault Breaker up, not gonna be able to do it. He uses the Assault and Battery, he's gonna guarantee to sell the kill. No, he's not. Violent Sosa does go down eventually, but here's Blockage Strands, TP in, StarCraft does have GN in the back line, no problem here. He does get altered by the Nethercraft, gonna go down here. So another kill coming over from Magoo, another 2-for-1 advantage for them. They just keep getting these favorable picks.
They're fighting into a team with a double Infernal Elder Drake. A 3-stack Elder Drake. I am not sure what the plan was there, but it wasn't a good one.
And now it looks like Magoos are gonna go for Baron. They do have their carries here.
They have the numbers.
Guardian is here on the side. Junglers are the same level. Baron's at half health right now. Sir Everett's leaving?
They need to take advantage.
Sir Everett's leaving, but the team is still there fighting it? What is going on? What is going on? Now Sir Everett's is in the pit by himself, and Redemption's being used, but Sir Everett's isn't in it.
Nope,
And they get the Baron. Here's another guy, 279 Fury. They're gonna pick up his kill. Frontline just trying to get on the Fudgy Bitters. He's fighting back. He doesn't go down yet. He's using the net to get away. Here goes Frontline. She's trying to get something. He does burn the GA and Fudgy Bitters. Here comes the slam into the wall. Gonna get another kill for Magoo. And that's the Baron as well. They could be trying to. This could be game for them.
Fudgy Bitters died by killing himself on the Thornmail front lash.
There's 3 dead with only Violent Sociocat and Blockage Strand being up. This might be game if they could push this in.
I think this is a bad game for the Slapnut Magoos.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard. They're gonna need to be able to siege in without getting picked.
Well, I think regardless of what happens at this point after this game, Violet Sociocat needs to have some talks with her build from her AD carry because they should.
And they are not gonna end this. Oh, they're gonna try. They're gonna try.
Still have
20 seconds. Oh, it's hard. The Cho'Gath's got a lot of wave clear. Oh, here goes Sir Everett using the wall breaker onto the champion. Blockage Strand's gonna get charged in the wall. He might go down there. They're taking a lot of damage. The Nethercraft's gonna be used on him though, just guaranteeing himself to kill. So that's gonna go down, but the rest of the team's up here in a second. Grockus is up right now. Zorpox is up at 3. Looks like it's not even gonna be a problem. They're gonna try to end this game. Magoo gonna get taken out of game number 1 over Rhino. Nice win for them. It doesn't even matter at the end of the game. They did have a gold lead, but did not have a gold lead the majority of that game, taking it down in the end. Good victory for them.
All right, I gotta say that
All right, so I'm gonna make a poll.
that 80 carry build by Fudgy Ditters.
Rich, if you are watching, make a poll, por favor. Have your stats loaded?
No, they haven't.
I can't see stats at all. Hopefully it's not glitched.
Oh, I think it is in fact quite glitched.
Looks like we will not see stats. Can we look at someone's match history?
I think.
Let me see if I can do that.
I'm going to try going to op.gg.
Nope, you cannot look at match history. So it looks like match 1 going over to the Slapnut Magoos, a big victory for them there, getting the picks they needed to take that one. But right now we're gonna get set up for game number 2. We'll go ahead and bring the stats up and try to figure it out before we come back to game number 2. So don't go anywhere.
We freaking ha.
Everything is new to me, sleepless in a distant dream, slowing up the speed of time. Don't let me crash down tonight. I just wanna feel what I feel, what I feel when it's just you and me. I'm falling on my knees just to see if I can still bleed. 'Cause with you I'm superhuman. Hope it's not a grand delusion. So keep me in this state of mind. Tell me that it's real life. 'Cause with you I'm superhuman, superhuman. Everything is new in love, stronger than the both of us. Together we can spark a flame and freeze the world to numb the pain. I just wanna feel what I feel, what I feel when it's just you and me. I'm falling on my knees just to see if I can still bleed. 'Cause with you I'm superhuman. Hope it's not a grand.
Piper, did you see what's it called? The spectator link? And did you see the what's name? Dustin put a picture of the previous match history in chat. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Snag.gy, scroll up. Also, this is our MVP voting. Make sure you guys would go fill that out. Frontlash taking, it looks like he's just crushing in MVP votes right now. All right, I'm gonna give him the ready to go. I want to head on over there. Get ready. Let's see if we can get this one started. So, Slapnut Magoo is actually taking this one in game number 1. Wait, is this set up correctly? I think this is opposite, isn't it?
Would it be? Well,
The
I mean,
team
it
names.
is. Rip. I
Looks
think
like it is. It is.
That's okay.
So,
Okay, so blue
Put-
side
put-
is Slapnut Magoo's. Red
put some
side-
like pictures over it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, are you serious?
Oh, you make sure you pan over to it on this. Oh, you're doing it. You did it right now. The stream's on delay. That's my bad.
I'm trying.
You should put some pictures over it. See what
I'm
works.
trying to. I'm trying to.
That's funny.
Hold on. Okay.
Just put it up next to it.
There you
Can I
go.
go- I'm about to see the stream right now to see what it looks like. I'm pretty excited. That was a pretty good game 1. That was very entertaining. Honestly, that was a
something.
good game.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Thanks, Piper.
Hey, you're welcome, dude.
Hashtag Fire Piper. Put it in chat right now. Fire Piper. Hashtag Fire Piper.
Hey.
Everyone who types hashtag Fire Piper is entered to win a mystery skin right now.
Dude, fuck you.
Hashtag Fire Piper is the keyword. No, I'm
Alright.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, fuck you. I want a mystery skin, so hold on. Hashtag Fire Piper. There you go. Hashtag
Fire Piper. See ya,
Fire
Piper.
Piper. Hey.
Hey, hashtag. Everyone's getting it on the spirits. We could do a mystery skin giveaway if we hit 40 people. I'd do that. Share the stream. If we get 40 people on stream sometime tonight, I will do a mystery skin giveaway
If you enter hashtag Fire Piper.
at the end. If we can get 40 people. That would be pretty hype.
Oh, definitely.
I'm waiting for this to start. Don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what's taking them
Oh.
so long.
Looks like
Oh, what?
started right now.
They're starting right now. All right, let me get this music up here. Weehaw. The orange band immediately on the side of Slapnut Magoo's.
I see your stream now.
And Decker. Yeah, do you like that?
I do. That's pretty fancy. Orin and Hecarim already. They really are scared of that Hecarim. And at the same time, that Ziggs, they think Ali would be a threat on that as well.
Yeah, I agree. That Chandu can take tower super quickly. And with a rotating champion like Ali, you do not want to give him
Corky and the Vi band this time coming out, thinking Sir Everett was a problem on that, and Fudgy Ditter thinking that too, getting that GA so early on. That's what we like to talk about now.
But you leave the Galio open for Slapnut Magoo's.
Yeah, is that going to be a top lane then?
I think I've seen Simply Phenomenal play at mid.
Ooh, that would be spicy.
But now you're giving Ali the Malzahar. So, it's a trade-off. And they're also able to get Ezreal.
Damn, that's a pretty strong power pick right there. I mean,
Yeah.
Ezreal Malzahar on the opposite side now. I mean, they're thinking like, well, if it worked for them so well, why don't we just do it?
So now Sir Everest gets his Sejuani. And the Tristana coming out for StarCraft.
Yeah, that's interesting. Tristana and the double tank, so they're putting that priority. They're thinking he'll be, a carry into the late game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying Garfield Juice is wanting a new sub emote, Piper's face on fire.
Oh man.
For Fire
oh,
Piper.
Man. Hashtag Fire Piper if you want that sub emote.
Hashtag Fire Piper in the chat if you want that sub emote.
Piper's face on fire.
Dude, I'd be down.
Oh, look at another Cho'Gath. So wait a second. Wait a second here. Is this Cho'Gath? Wait a second.
Wait. Could that be the
Galactic Strand
Malzahar
Cho'Gath?
or the Malzahar support?
Oh my gosh. That would be ridiculous.
The return.
This is crazy. I love it. It's much more fun having champ select like this, I think.
Oh, definitely. I think it's a lot easier for people to see the visualization.
Yeah, I agree.
It just makes it so much easier. Alright, well, we're getting a lot of hashtag Fire Pipers in the chat, so whoever's in charge of making those sub emotes, get on it.
We only get one though, unfortunately.
You can only have one? What the hell?
Yeah.
Why?
No, we might have you could like rotate, but oh, and the Sona band coming out, thinking Simply Phenomenal was a problem on that. I mean, Sona is a power pick this patch actually for all those interested. She is considered to be a top 5 champion. What do you think they banned last an 80 carry?
No.
Support the Zyra.
But
Yeah.
Malzahar.
I'm excited to see where this Malzahar is. So what lanes are open still to? Well, we don't even know. They could pick their jungler
you
now.
know, that
Could be a
Cho'Gath
jungle
could also
Cho'Gath.
be Guy Fieri.
Could be a jungle Cho'Gath.
I think that's what it is.
Oh,
I
and
think
Valid
about it.
Sociokan and Malzahar. That would make sense. Oh, and the Taric. I love the Taric pick. That makes their team so fucking strong.
This is gonna be a hard team to play.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be a fun game, man.
Spicy bar.
You know when you see a Bard Taric that it's going to be a fun game. Invulnerabilities all over the place.
But one of them you can move around, and the other one you're just on it.
True. You'll see that. What do you think this last pick's going to be? What are we looking at? Jungler? No. Mid. I say...
Fiora!
What?
It's the Galio mid.
It's Galio mid. And Fiora top coming out for front lash. That'll be fun to see. Let's see who Strand decides to take against it. What do you think he's gonna play?
Aatrox.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if Aatrox does well against the
No, but it
Fiora,
just seems
though,
like
so.
the sort of thing he would play.
Yeah, you're right.
And there it is. It's almost like
And there's the Aatrox. You know, his pick obviously, so he doesn't really care. He's like, "Oh, put me on my like top 3 best champion."
it's almost like I called for it. Well, we are hopefully going to get started into the champ select here in a hot sec. I would like to remind you once again that this game is brought to you by Double Dipped Peanuts.
Back to the forge.
If you've never had them before, try them. You'll like them. Hashtag double dip nuts in the chat, please.
I'm going.
It seems we are missing a certain Gurg.
I must not fall.
Unless he muted himself, I don't know. That is always possible.
That just goes to show you're nothing but a whiskey delta.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
It'll be interesting to see which lane gets the advantage between the Bard and the and the Taric. For a second, I just forgot his name. I was like, in the Ezreal? No, the Taric. Well, I guess Israel too, but you know, who would be able to utilize their ultimate better?
Between the Taric and Bard, you mean? Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Guy Fieri on Cho'Gath. Now I gotta tell you, did you know that when you ban Corki, his quote is actually calling you a weak dick? A limp dick? Greg? Greg, how am I supposed to banter if you're not here to react to my banter?
I'm sorry, Piper.
God damn it.
I don't want to react to your banter anyway.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
That was
no.
my apologies.
Yeah, when you ban Corki, he is calling you a limp dick. Because Whiskey Delta, in military speak, means, like, you know, whiskey, like limp, and then Delta, D, dick.
Wow.
Limp
Wow.
dick.
Thanks for that.
Hey,
Thanks. I'm glad I know that now.
You're welcome.
So
I'd keep my
I
head
really
down
like
if
the
I were you.
side of Rhino, the Malzahar, Cho'Gath, Aatrox. That's a lot of single target damage.
They got two of the power picks that carried Slapnut Magoo's last game. So they almost traded power picks there a little bit. In exchange for a Galio in the mid lane. And you now have Front Lash on a carry role instead of that Poppy. So
Yeah, Sizgaroth saying your commentary really brings the game to life, Piper.
hey, I've heard that it does. Oh, we're also getting some hashtag Fire Gregs in the chat now.
Rightfully so. Rightfully
Yeah.
so.
Definitely.
Hashtag Fire Greg is trending on Twitter right now.
Is it really? I gotta check that.
It should be. Hashtag Fire Greg.
Hashtag. Alright, so looking at these, you got the two Mega Tanks, although I'm pretty sure Simply Phenomenal actually likes to build a straight AP Galio, which I'm not quite sure how that works in this team comp. But if he doesn't do that, then the side of Slapnut Magoo's is going to be missing a significant amount of magic damage. So, it'll be interesting to see. I think, though, with the power picks and the sparkly lane and the bot lane, I gotta give this game to We Are a Rhino.
Yeah, I actually think you said We Are Rhino, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it's the opposite. I think the side of Slapnut Magoo's have such a good team comp. I think that Bard is going to be really crucial, though. If the Bard is able to get that ultimate onto Guy Fieri or Blockstrand and cancel a lot of that damage while Violet Sociocat ults, it's going to be really hard to get past the Sejuani, Galio, Fiora. I mean, that's a lot of tank. But granted, they are putting a lot of faith in StarCraft to carry. So if they can get that Malzahar ultimate on him or the Cho'Gath Rupture, it's going to be tough.
Agreed. But now Champ Select is done and we are waiting for spectator delay. It's time for round 2 of the intros.
But I'm here this time, so it's perfect.
You're here, so you can hear it. On the blue side this time, we have the Slapnut Magoo's. In the top lane, their captain. He has aspirations of being a bulk distributor of nerve gas. It's Front Lash on Fiora. In
So
the
we
jungle, after many years of study, he has discovered that circular wheels work better than square ones. It's Sir Everett on Sejuani. In the mid lane, he's got style. He's got grace. I just wish he'd stop using orphans to test the range of his catapults. It's Simply Phenomenal on Galio. At 80 carry subbing in, he insists that the newest champion is totally tubular and like far out, man. It's StarCraft on Tristana. And finally supporting him, he still hasn't forgiven me for removing his left knee and replacing it with a miniature shotgun. It's definitely not Sal on Bard.
That definitely sounds like Urgot. Is this Urgot champion playing Bard in League of Legends?
It might be. I don't know. I can't say that I've seen him recently, but with good reason. Stay away from that shotgun knee. All right, and on the red side, we are a Rhino. In the top lane, he won't stop jumping in and out of boxes. It's Balakikstran on Aatrox. In the jungle, he stars in a heartwarming new film about a velociraptor who learns to love. It's Guy Fieri on Cho'Gath. In the mid lane, their captain. She hacked the game so she can start with Doran's plus mana pots. It's Violet Sociocat on Malzahar. At 80 carry, his mere presence causes unattended kitchenware to shudder in fear. It's Fudgy Ditters on Ezreal. And supporting him, he spends the entire game singing Hooked on a Feeling to raise morale. It's Zorpox on Terra.
Dude, imagine if he actually did that.
Dude, I kind of wish Grant would do that. Not gonna
I
lie.
feel like it would be pretty beneficial to our team morale.
I would never tilt if he sang Hooked on a Feeling the entire game. Because I'd just be sitting there like, I'm hooked on a feeling.
Do you think that would help us win?
Maybe. I mean, if I don't tilt, we just win. Everyone knows when I don't tilt, I play at least like a Diamond 5 level. Which is still trash. But who knows? Apparently they're getting a glitchy stream. I blame the economy, personally.
Oh, maybe it's just C-Man though.
It could
Is
be.
anyone else getting a glitchy stream?
don't
C-Man,
know.
did you try switching it to Wumba or to a different browser?
I don't know. What is good for absolutely
So-
nothing? There aren't enough things in the world that you could do to help your team win. Ouch, Dylan. Ouch. You wound me, sir.
Who do you think would win in a 1v1? General Dill versus Violet Sociocat right now.
I think that's hard to say because one is a top lane main and the other one is a support main. So it's difficult for me to say that.
Oh wait, we can actually see keystones this time. We can actually talk about them.
Can't we?
Oh well, damn it!
Only
Damn
in the
it.
loading screen, dude.
It loaded too quickly though.
All right, General Dill says a used napkin would beat him in a 1v1. So there you have it.
That's and a used napkin is the going trade offer for Piper is at the moment, so pretty convenient.
Today I learned Violet Sociocat is a used napkin. Cigarette says, as a used napkin, I find that highly offensive.
So I don't think we'll see any invades this game. I think it'll kind of be the same, played safe as they did last game approach.
Man, I like spice.
I want to see a level 1 invade.
Yeah. Apparently, Cigarette is looking to sue General Dill for hate speech. Interesting.
Welcome to 2017.
Lol.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that no one invaded him. I feel like that's going to be a common trend because people want to play safe in the beginning. No one wants to make that first mistake, you know?
Man, fuck you. I'm invading every game. Even if it's by myself. So if you ever hear First Blood in our games and it pops up with my icon, you'll know.
That it was you that gave first blood to the enemy team. So,
Listen.
I don't really know who wins in a Fiora and Aatrox matchup, do you know?
I think it depends on how well Balakixtran plays it. Fiora has some definitely early aggressive trades with the vitals, so it'll all depend upon if she can hit those vitals. Violet Sociocat getting some good damage onto Simply Phenomenal in that trade.
Yeah, I think Malzahar just outpokes the Galio. I mean, there's not really much you can do about it. He'll just, you know, space age you.
Front left getting that level 2. And he's gonna press the attack on Balakixtran. This could be not very good, yeah. Wasting the taunt down to about 200 health on Simply Phenomenal.
I don't know. I almost feel like trading between a Malzahar and a Galio is always beneficial to Malzahar, just because he can sustain his mana from killing minions with his aids.
Oh, but Frontlash finds Guy Fieri in the jungle.
He flashes away. So does Frontlash. He does not. Oh, he gets the kill.
And Guy
I don't know,
Fieri
blast cone farther.
blast cones right back into his waiting sword.
Yeah,
That's
I feel like he should have just gone back over the wall.
Yeah, that's 2 games and 2 first bloods in a row for Frontlash. Interesting.
Yeah, but this time it's a double buff.
It is. Which is going to make this lane for Blocking Strand even harder.
And that really hurts Cho'Gath too.
I don't know if Blocking Strand just forgot to call Mia there, or what happened, but...
I don't know if they expected it. I mean, that was a good roam from Frontlash, knowing that he'd be going for his red buff and it would be a good time to gank him. The gank on the jungler from the top laner. Classic.
The well-timed roam.
So yeah, Frontlash is just going to be zoning off Balak Strand now. No problems at all.
The
Oh, the
aggressive
damage
trade.
coming in bottom lane. Fudgy Dinner's going to try to pick this up. Not going to be able to though. StarCraft getting brought low, but that Ezreal damage, it's almost like he's like a priority pick on this patch.
Huh, weird.
And there's a lot of damage for a reason. That Kleptomancy, I assume that's what he's running. It is. It looks like Sir Everett's going in. Block is getting Strand jumping out.
Trying to put him even further behind.
Yeah, for real. Oh, Zarbox with a 2-man stun. Fudgy Dinner's auto attacking, not going to be able to finish him off. But they're doing a great job of controlling this lane with the Ezreal Taric. Doesn't seem like StarCraft and definitely not South don't really know how to handle it. Just fire my
The issue is
dudes.
while all of this is going on, they're pushing him in the tower, and StarCraft is still able to just pick up this CS, which is normally
Right,
something.
he's not doing awful.
It's normally something that's a little difficult for Tristana, but he's doing a pretty decent job. And Balak Strand hasn't picked up a single CS since, you know.
Oh, so Sebastian said Sejuani took Aftershock, Tristana took Press the Attack, Bard took Electrocute, Fiora Press the Attack, and Galio Summon Airy, which makes sense. Those are all typical. Honestly, makes sense. Summon Airy and Galio is interesting. I guess that's what you take. But you don't shield your allies. Because it's only for damage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Meanwhile, definitely not Sal. Gonna be able to try to get out of this. He might be caught here. StarCraft is half health, but he's a little bit safer. Oh, the Rupture's gonna miss. Definitely not Sal. Still gonna be able to get out. Not even having to burn a summoner from either of their carries.
Yeah, that was, interesting. It looked like Zorpox was aiming at the Bard and not at StarCraft. Which is something that you have to be aware of with Taric mechanics, is that you have to not only worry about the hitbox from Taric, but also from your soul partner.
Yeah, that's a nice. He's playing. He's landed a lot of these stuns this game. He's doing a great job on this Taric. And already here, we're seeing another 20 farm difference in the mid lane for Violet Sociocat. You know, same as last game, really pushing that mid advantage. You know, knowing the mid lane pretty well here.
But that's also countered by a 20 CS difference in the top lane as well.
Yeah, true. And first blood.
But once again, Fudgy Ditters farming better in this early.
Yeah, he's doing a great job on this Ezreal so far farming, especially with that tier. I mean, usually Ezreal. Oh my gosh, Frontlash stepping up way too aggressive there against Balak Strand, and he knew exactly what to do to be able to get that kill, and way too aggressive from Frontlash.
Yeah, Frontlash underestimated the burst from Aatrox. You know, you have the burst from the ult activate on Aatrox, plus the auto W or E at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, here's another grasp. Here's Guy Fieri to follow up. The knockup. Gonna get a kill for Violet Sociocat. So one turning back over to the team. So 2 kills now for the side of We Are Rhino.
And that puts
One for their mid laner and their top laner.
That puts them 1,000 gold in the lead like that. And now it looks like they're going to look for Dragon, or at least clear out some of this vision in the river. Sir Everett's his top side, so they should be able to get this.
Yeah, that was a nice gag from Guy Fieri. I mean, a lot of it led by the Malzahar Nethergrass, but coming there for the Rupture to follow up just to confirm it was, you know, good juggling. hate to compliment Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Like Eric or Guy Fieri?
Both.
Okay.
Eric more than Guy Fieri, of course. Yeah, he's boosted. And Guy Fieri getting his blue buff right now. It is a Mountain Dragon, so we'll see who prioritizes that. Frontlash dueling with Blockage Strand up there, winning out on that trade.
He does have an early Executioners to counter some of that Aatrox ceiling. Smart pickup.
That is a smart pickup.
Barely missing the stun on Zorpok. Looks like they're gonna try and bait this in the bot lane. Forever it's coming in.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get it. He
use the
still
ulti
doesn't have his ultimate. He's not going to use it. Yeah, no point, I guess. Not really an easy pick there. Would have been a little forced.
I think he bitched out.
I don't think he would have been able to get it.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, but still entitled to my opinion.
You're right. You are correct, Amundo. Violet says, okay, roaming mid, getting the spell shield broken. Roaming back mid, I should say. Up 30 farm now on this Galio. Double stun from definitely not south. Getting a lot of damage actually on the Ezreal. That's a lot of bar damage, my gosh.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, by the way, Frontlash got player of the game for game number 1. I'm not sure if that was ever announced. So, yeah.
And now he's 3
Congratulations to
CS
him.
up on Velocity Strand despite dying. Solo.
And he's fighting under the tower right now. But Blockage Strand, I'm surprised he's not just trying to knock him up and... Oh, nice! Spell block from Frontlash. He's trying to go in here. Blockage Strand does have his ultimate. He's gonna pick up another kill. And Frontlash taking turret shot after turret shot, being way too aggressive here on this Fiora, not respecting that Blockage Strand had his ultimate and his passive up.
Somebody forgot about Aatrox passive.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that was a big turn for him. I mean, under his tower too. I mean, it was nice that he used the spell shield block. It looks like they're gonna get Rift Herald as also a result, but he used this. He blocked the knockup with the spell shield, but then after that he tanked. Let's see, I'm seeing you. He was 1, 2, two turret shots under tower, and just kind of gave his life because of it.
Yeah, like there is no world in which that is worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
he's already ahead by that much CS. You know, at best you're going to trade 1 for 1, but then at the last second, Blockage Strand gets his passive, so he doesn't even get the 1 for 1. The only time where that might be worth it to trade 1 for 1 is if there's a huge wave under his turret, and it causes Blockage Strand to miss out on all that XP.
I feel like you just don't want to ever turret dive in that situation. I mean, it's like worst case scenario, you give up a kill to an already ahead, already behind Aatrox. Now you give him 2 kills, and it's almost like, Frontlash is still a little bit ahead, but I mean that helps him a lot in gold. I mean now he's only 500 gold or 400 gold away, whereas before he was 500 gold or he has 1,000 gold. So it helps.
The proper play there would have been to poke Aatrox down, call the jungler up, and CC him to death so that he can't hit his passive.
Yeah.
That was just way too aggressive at Frontlash.
And it looks like Sir Everett is opting to come up top now. No, he's just gonna clear the pink board on the. Why was there a pink board there? Oh, because they just got Rift Herald.
And it's like he didn't learn. Blockage Strand is up in levels. He's going to win this duel. You threw
Yeah,
away your
he's
lead.
pretty huge right now. He does a lot of damage actually, and didn't just need to use his ultimate. I didn't even need to utilize his passive. A 3-0 Aatrox already at 11 minutes in the game. That's gonna be a big advantage for them.
He had this huge CS lead on Aatrox.
Oh, the rupture, the flash, the silence, the stun from Tarek. Another grasp being used as well.
That is
probably a little bit of an overkill, but
now
yeah,
they
that is
can
a very
secure
dead
this
bard.
dragon with Sir Everett's being topside. This is a free Mountain Drake for We Are Rhino.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice to have. I mean, especially this early on in the game, which guarantees them, a couple more dragons here.
Plus with Malzahar and Ezreal for Baron control later, and Cho'Gath. Oh baby.
Oh yeah. Oh. Simply Phenomenal going in, gets the 3-man taunt. Not been able to guarantee this though. Oh, the Tarek ultimate's gonna be used. Try to keep him alive. It's only used on 2 people, and they're gonna go. The TP's coming in, but is going to be canceled. That was from Balak
That
Extrand.
TP was not canceled. He did complete it.
He did?
He did complete it. He's in mid lane now, running back up.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I thought he canceled it.
Alright,
he just ran up
so
river.
we waste a flash from the Galio. Now, it does look like they are going to get tempo on the bot lane turret, and I'm not sure that they can defend right now. It's only a 3v2, but they do have Malzahar wave clear, and they all coming out from Fudgy Ditters.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to defend it. I mean, that ultimate from Ezreal kind of does make it simple. Oh, yeah, you're right. Block Trend did finish his TP. You were correct, sir.
And now he is mid lane, fighting off this Sejuani.
Oh, the flash, another grass fused on the Tristana. Oh, the 3-man Bard ultimate saves his life. What an ultimate from the Bard, saving his life. He's still trying to make something happen. The Galio's coming in with a 3-man top, but he's going to go down. He's not very tanky. Here's Front Lash, but he's not doing much damage, especially at half health. But definitely
Ezreal,
not Sal with a huge clutch ultimate to save his AD carry.
that would have been good had they not all grouped up for that Bard ultimate.
That was a nice ult, too.
Ezreal needed to position a little bit further down from Violet Sociocat.
Yeah, for sure. They just lined up for it.
But
Rift
now
Herald's being used bottom lane.
they're going to use Rift Herald and get this first turret as long as they don't bitch out.
Yeah, they got
Hit
this
the
no problem.
tower!
Oh, here comes Sir Everett's coming in, but the TP was used as well, so it's 5 versus 3. Here's a Glacial Prism only used onto the Taric. He is going to go down eventually. The TP was being cast by Violet Sociocat, but she decided to cancel it.
I'm tilted.
Dude, is this going to be another, like, War has the lead all game, and then the Magoos just come back from advantageous T-fights?
It'll all depend upon if they play like monkeys. They literally needed to hit that tower like one more time.
Oh,
but
Simply
Violet
Phenomenal
Sociocat
trying to do a trade here. And Guy Fieri looks like he's going to get caught out. He might go down. The Nether Grass is being used onto Bard. He's going to live using a heal pack.
Block
Oh,
Extrand
that
gets
speak
solo
too
kill
soon.
top
I
lane.
did. The Spade Tate's going to take down. Definitely not Sal.
And there it is. There's the first kill. Alright. And Balak
What do you-
Extrand has tempo on the top lane turret as well. And now look at this. Look at this in the top lane. Balak Extrand, level 12. All of this top lane treasure, 4 kills. Not just 4 kills, 4 solo kills.
Yeah. And 3 levels up right now. And
He is ahead at CS on Front Lash. Front Lash threw his entire lead away from the early game because he played too aggressively.
Yeah.
There is a difference between playing aggressively smartly and playing aggressively stupidly. Front Lash is doing the latter. And that is a problem. He really needs to rein that in if he wants to keep going.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to be aggressive, but, you know, trying to force it a little too much rather than taking advantage of their mistakes.
You can't
yeah.
force it.
Yeah. And then early invade in the end, just not really working out for them here.
It was
you know,
a great
later
early
in life.
invade. It was a great
it
early
was.
invade. He needed to press the advantage, but not to the point where he threw it away. He pressed
Yeah,
it to the
agreed.
point where he threw it away.
So we'll see if they're going to be able to come back from this here. I mean, last game they did have a deficit, but they didn't have a deficit as much as a 4-0 Aatrox. So they do know how to come back from behind. So
It will be quite difficult for them to come
Fudgy
back.
Div is doing a lot of damage on this Ezreal here, actually. Here's the stun from Taric. Gonna take Galio down. Another 3-man ultimate from the Bard, but they're gonna follow up here with the stuns.
That just gives them enough time for the Taric ult to proc.
Yeah, you're right. It was a nice gift.
They are going to get this mid lane turret, though, because they don't have the wave clear to fight back. So despite getting the pick on Galio, they just don't have the numbers.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Despite that, however, VR Rhino is still up 4.5k.
Yeah, I mean, they're honestly, that Ezreal is doing a lot of damage now at this point.
It's almost like he's a priority pick in this match.
Yeah, I watched the replay right now. That Malzahar ultimate was pretty fun, or the Bard ultimate, or the Taric ultimate.
Yeah.
It was like lined it up for him at least. So ever trying to chase this down? Block Extrand will kill you, my dude.
Not that quickly, though, and I think Caleb is smart enough to know that he wouldn't be fighting him unless he had backup coming.
Yeah, for sure, especially with backup coming for Sir Everett's.
Now looks like they're going to look for this mid turret. Hit it. Oh, damn!
They don't get it though. I feel like that's been a problem for the Rhinos these last 2 games is they just don't finish off the objective. Just like get those last auto attacks in. You know, you can be a little aggressive just to finish it off. I mean, it's only like 3 auto attacks, you know, from 1 from 3 people, and then you just run.
I mean, you also don't want to press it to the point where you end up getting yourself killed. It's good to just get this chip.
Oh, of course.
And I mean, yeah, you don't want to do it too early because you had the entire team coming with Pablo, whereas you don't have your entire team on the side of We Are Rhino.
Yeah, it would have been close. I think they would have been okay, but what's the next dragon here? Like Cloud Dragon?
Zoom Fast Dragon.
Yeah, Zoom Fast Dragon. Is that up right now? It looks like it is out right now.
Has in fact
And
been spawned.
these Slapnut Magoos are gonna go for it. Oh, and they are gonna get this no problem, but looks like they're gonna lose a lot of pressure on the map.
They're just gonna trade mid tower and top inner. I don't think this was a very good trade for Slapnut Magoos unless they can force an engagement here. But they're all just rotating top.
Yeah, it looks like Rhino is just playing this map well. They know that they have that huge Aatrox top. They might as well just try to catch him trying to cross the map. So here's a fight going on. The Nether Grasp is used right away onto Funlash. Gonna take him down. Blocking Trends on the back line. Almost gonna kill Bard, taking him extremely low. He does have his passive up. They're gonna try to siege in his top tower. Sir Everett is coming in. He's getting the stun on the Blocking Strand. Here comes the Terror ultimate, keeping his allies alive. Simply phenomenal using his ultimate as well, but he's not gonna hit anybody with it.
They can just keep sieging. They killed the Fiora. They have Ezreal poke. Honestly, I feel like that's the play here. Actually, with Baron coming up, they might go back.
Yeah, plus it's hard to siege in, you know, just an inhib turret in 19 minutes.
This is true.
But, so might as well just opt to push these lanes out, confirm we'll get vision on Baron for sure. But, yeah, I mean, that Aatrox is very strong, and Frontlash just getting picked off there. I mean, honestly, at this point, he's 1-5 now. Maybe they need to be using that Nether Grasp on someone else. I mean, it is a good pick, but maybe just try to get it on, I don't know. I mean, if they got it on the Tristana, that would probably be way more important.
No, for sure. Or even just
I mean, obviously,
delay
it's easier if you can get it, you know, if the Fiora is right there.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, that's what they were looking for. They were looking to just break it up even more.
Right.
Plus, Ali might be going with the strategy until the shot caller for the game. And obviously, I don't know who the shot caller on Slapnut Magoos is, but with Frontlash being the captain, I would have to assume that it's probably him.
Yeah, for sure. So, a Baron now, over for the side of We Are Rhino. Gonna be interesting to see how they play it.
I mean, I think they just need to keep up what they've been doing. Stick Caleb in a side lane, have him split push the hell out of it for a 4-1. Or a
Yeah, they had an
3-4-1.
8k gold lead before this Baron, so I agree with you. Just keep doing more of the same what you're doing already, and you know, the Baron just helps you do that already, you know, even better. Yeah, poor StarCraft is down there pinging, please help me. This Aatrox is just gonna get this tower. He's just gonna dive me and kill me. Oh, but a nice play by StarCraft, but actually Blocking Strand's still gonna get the kill. At the same time, Bard ultimate being used on Zorbox and Violet StarCraft. Funlash going in, trying to use his ultimate, but he doesn't do anything at all. The Nether Grasp being used on him. The Flash Q from Fudgy Ditter's picking up a kill on Ezreal. So, Blocking Strand taking a lot of damage. Sir Everett is going in. He does get the stun. Blocking Strand doesn't have his passive. He's gonna... What?
Flash is out of the way. The entirety of We Are a Rhino coming in from behind, and he's just like, I'm out of here. See you later, guys.
Yeah, I'm done. Blocking Strand, like, queued in place. So, it looks like Rhino are going to try to push this in now. Or rotate mid to try to make a pick. Oh, Sejuani. Oh, Sejuani's still there. Rupture's going to miss. They are going to get the second tier mid turret. All 5 of them being there. There's nothing to contest it. And they're playing this map pretty well so far. I mean, that Baron, though, let's see, how much Baron do they have left? They have about a quarter left. And I mean, they got an additional additional 3k gold lead on what top of what they had, but Didn't get an inhib though, which kind of disappointing.
It is a bit disappointing, but they do really open up the map for themselves even more, and that gives them a 10k gold lead. At this point, they can honestly just keep forcing engages over and over and win the game based off of that.
Yeah, and then they still have 2 of their tier 1 turrets. I mean, they don't even care about that. They're just, you know.
All right, interesting build by Fudgy Ditters here. I agree with most of this, but going for the recurve bow first over the lifesteal portion of the board, I don't know.
Folks, in case you weren't aware, Piper is the 80 carry expert of the world. He's been and Nethergrass, goodbye.
Goodbye, Frontlash. We had to give a kill to the support.
Counterplay, dude. Poor Malzahar, or poor Fiora, excuse me. Wow, StarCraft taking a lot of damage here from this Ezreal. Guy Fieri's going in by himself under the turret. The rest of the team
Guy Fieri's going a little too hard. StarCraft at single-digit health.
Looks like he burned the food this time. He's gonna go down. Trying to be too aggressive on this Cho'Gath. Sir Everett is just trying to siege under tower, or excuse me, protect under tower. And Taric Ultimate's gonna be used. Looks like another miscommunication there. Ken decided they were gonna dive, they were gonna play back, so it looks like just, you know, Taric Ultimate for the sake of being protective, I suppose.
Better to use it and not need it than not need
Fudgy
it.
Ditters and Thorn box out of place. Here comes the stun on the 2 of them.
He does it too early though, and now Frontlash is suiciding.
Oh man.
Frontlash taking a...
Unfortunate. And here's blocking straight.
Oh, it cancels the jump!
Here he's gonna go down. Fudgy Ditters is going in, trying to get the rest of these kills here. He does get one of them. So that's 2 dead on the side of Slapped Up Magoose.
And this is going to be an inhib for them. It just depends upon which inhib they want. Because there's 3 dead. The only people they have right now are Galio and...
Did that Bard stun not land? I don't think so.
It didn't stun. He did it too early.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And now Sir Everett's
Everything's gonna go down to Maleficent Visions.
Yeah, but this isn't top inhib for them easily, which gives them huge pressure on the bottom side of the map. Well, on the top side of the map, so that they can just play towards the bottom side of the map now if they want to. And Guy Fieri is soloing the dragon, meanwhile.
Yeah, because he can do that because he's Cho'Gath.
It's not just that he's Cho'Gath, his team is a 12k ahead.
True, that too. That usually helps.
Yeah, I mean, you know. That's another mountain break for you.
Dragon, 2 mountain dragons.
So that just means the Baron is going to go down even faster for them, and all of the rest of the turrets, which they have 4 left to take. So, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, now at this point, they just need to keep pushing their lead, but not be too aggressive with it. You know, if they get a pick onto that Balakic strand, or even onto the Ezreal, I mean, that's going to be a lot of gold coming back for the side of the Magoos. So I honestly think Rhinos just need to keep playing the game they've been doing. You know, split the map up, get Caleb in a lane by himself, have him push, and just play to their advantage at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. I think unless We Are Rhinos pulls the classic Dignitas, they just win this game. I don't think there is a world where they should ever lose with this kind of lead.
Yeah, I agree. Well, SKT had a 10k gold deficit in Worlds.
You're right, but they're also playing with the best of the best.
And they also fucking lost Worlds, so that says something. We in the PMA LCS are entering the Challenger seed to become a Worlds competing organization.
Oh, you know it.
We are franchised. The Milwaukee Bucks pay for us. So, if you're interested, pay us money and you can be part of our franchise. Congratulations.
Ooh, I like that. I'd like to make my new team. Big
So everyone seems to be out of place here. The Rupture's going to be used. Not going to be able to get anybody. Guy Fieri just doesn't even care.
Guy Fieri doesn't give a fuck.
Dude, he's like, I know my hair is ridiculously hideous, but I don't care.
I got flames on my t-shirt.
Oh man, now it looks like Rhino are gonna go for this Baron here with the 2 Mountain Dragons. Not really much they're gonna be able to do on the side of the Magoos. I don't even think they're gonna try to contest it. They are not gonna have to just give it up for free.
Yeah, it's just, that is exactly what we expected to happen. And now they're just gonna take this and run this Baron up mid or bot, and hopefully look to end the game with it.
The vision ping's going down.
Vision ping, which is barely any of them.
Oh, the Bard ultimate's only gonna land on a couple of minions here. Rhino are so tanky, their front line. Guy Fieri is just taking all of this damage. He's not
just
gonna go
need to
down.
hit
Finish
the
the turret
turret.
off. Oh, it's almost like they've had a problem with that, like I mentioned earlier. Prepare. Rhino already have one hit, but they are gonna get the second hit right now. They don't have their wave to push in.
So triggered. Just holy shit. Just treat it like you're. Oh my god. Bite the pillow and go in dry. For fuck's sake.
Wow. Piper whipping out the innuendos here on the PMA LCS game one, or excuse me, match one of the split.
Match 1, game 2.
Yeah, true.
Or is it game 1, match 2? I don't know.
No, match one game.
Guy
two.
Fieri hitting it up. Oh wait, that's so weird. The sweeper lens shows Cho'Gath's default model size, not his grown model size. I just realized that.
Oh, that's funny.
So it was like a tiny Cho'Gath, but then the Cho'Gath giant.
Oop, there goes the Malzahar spell shield.
Now I gotta tell you, I'm really upset that Guy Fieri hasn't built a Warmogs.
Yeah, I am too. It's kind of odd, don't you think? Well, Orchestra trying to rotate down and doesn't even care that he's. Oh, Violet with the flash. Nether grabs used on the Tristana, but she had the QSS. It doesn't even matter. They killed Simply Phenomenal instead. The Terror Ultimate's being down. Here comes Guy Fieri just destroying StarCraft now. Absolutely going down. Fudging Titter's jumping in, also doing himself a couple of kills. Looks like Rhymer are going to take this one. Malzahar doing a lot of damage to Sejuani. Fudging Titter's still trying to happen, but it doesn't even matter. It looks like Rhinos are going to take this game regardless.
Buying a little time, but at
Yeah,
this
it
point,
looks like this is inevitable. Violet Sociocat trying to do as much damage as she can in Fountain, but it doesn't matter. As we are a Rhino, we're going to take game number 2, tying up the series 1-1 for our first match of the season.
Hey, and you say this game isn't scripted? Look at that dank scoreline, 420, baby. You say it's not scripted? I beg to disagree.
So if the post game lobby does not work, we have a screenshot provided to us in chat.
Thank you, Snaggy. All right, so let's look at these post game stats. Oh, what a surprise! Ezreal did the most damage again. It's almost like that champion is broken on this patch. Wow.
So let me see. I need to look at it.
Okay. Oh, we just got another subscriber. OP1 has just subscribed with a $5 sub. Subscribed for 4 months in a row. Thank you very much, OP1.
Hey.
Your ongoing patronage.
Dude, hit him up with some
Appreciated.
torpedoes, man.
Dude, hit us with the torpedoes, OP1. Hit us with it. C-Ban the God declaring his love for Greg, and also hitting us with the
As he
torpedoes.
should.
Baby girl.
So who was your player of the game for game number 1 or game number 2?
Who was my player of the game? It would either have to be Violet Sociocat or Balak Extran. I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think actually, it's between those two because Violet Sociocat set up a lot of great picks on that Malzahar. It was just obviously a very good pick for her, very strong pick, and this is a champion that I don't think you're going to ever want her to be on again this split. But at the same time, I'm conflicted because Balak Extran he had a fed ass Fiora with double buffs on him from like early level, and he didn't give up a single death. In fact, he turned that matchup on its head and destroyed the top lane despite being so much CS down in the early game.
Yeah.
So I think for that reason, being able to nullify the lead of the Fiora who looked like she was off to a great start to carry the game, I feel like I have to give it to Balak Extran. For that reason.
Yes, yeah. I think mine is between Balak Extran and Violet Sociocat as well. But I think I would personally give it to Violet Sociocat just because I feel like it was those ultimates that won the game for them. You know, those picks, those, forced flashes, forced QSSs that really kind of forced them to get that gold lead there. I mean, of course, Balak Extran got a huge lead top. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he did a great job up there. But it is just those ultimates from Malzahar that really created so much pressure for them, in my opinion.
Yeah. And you know, that's a great point too. Like, you know, no, not knocking either of these players. Honestly, if I could give them both votes, I would. I really would, because I think both of them had a huge part in bringing this game back for We Are Rhino from what was a questionable early game.
So we have another minute here on the MVP votes. You have till, we'll say 12, 13. Let's see what time seconds we're at right now. Yeah, you have 12, 13, and 40 seconds. So get your last votes in. That game was not nearly as close as the first one. Still an okay game until kind of that mid-game just crushing of Rhino. But still, doesn't really matter because the series was tied 1-1. Therefore, both teams get 1 point, and both teams are officially in first place. Congratulations. It's a tie for first place right now.
Very nice.
We're in last place, Piper.
We're in last place.
We're in last place.
Did
as
you
we will
put
be all
us
split.
as Oh, you mean
Yeah,
our team
well,
is in last place?
Yeah, we're gonna be in last place, all split. So better get used to it now while
Dude,
we can.
come on, don't tell me that. I'm gonna carry your dumb ass even if you don't want me
That's
to.
not true. We're gonna get last, all split.
Dude. Eat my shorts.
So we got another 30 seconds here before the polls close. Actually, I lied. It's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
All
looks
right.
like-
So it looks like. Go ahead.
Violet Sociocat won it.
Hey, Lamau.
All right,
Let me
so
get
let's
her-
get the
jump
team
into
captains into the player of the game interviews. Let's go ahead and jump over there, Gerg.
Wait, let's get Valley in there first.
All right. You should drag her in there. Don't you have those powers?
I have to ask. It is polite.
You're right. So ask her.
All right, we'll jump down there.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, bada bing pizza.
All right,
Hey,
dragging
what's
Allie now.
good?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey,
So congratulations to both of your teams on coming out with a tie for here, each getting 1 point. And both of you were player of the games for your victories respectively. So congratulations on that.
thank you.
So we brought you guys in here to ask a couple of questions on the matches. So I'll go ahead and start, and we'll go ahead and talk about. I'm going to talk about just the games in general here. So kind of coming from the first game here, Violet Sociocat, what changes did you make with your team, and talk about going into game number 2 that you thought, would be able to benefit you to come out with a victory in the second game?
I think there were some obvious issues that we were having in the first game. Like a lot of the concept of what we were doing in both games was pressing an early game lead into establishing vision control around objectives and then baiting them, while having a split push threat on the opposite side of the map. But obviously, the first game we just lacked damage to actually threaten the objective, so they just kind of had the ability to make that last much longer than we wanted to, even though we had the lead that we actually wanted to and the vision control consistently. It's just that we couldn't pressure the objectives, so we just kind of changed up our composition and played the same game, and it went a lot cleaner the second game.
All right, awesome. Piper, do you have a question?
Yeah. So game 1, Fudgy did her Caitlyn build. What was that?
You're asking me about my 80 carries Caitlyn build?
Yes.
You should just ask my 80 carry, bro. But I'm sure it was good.
He built Guardian Angel second.
Must not have wanted to be assassinated, my friend.
I just
All right.
I just don't know if I agree with that. But
If that were the case, she probably shouldn't be killing herself on the Poppy Thorn mail.
which definitely happens.
I think that maybe there were better defensive item options or aggressive item options than GA for sure. But I mean, we actually played around the GA fairly well. The game just didn't work out.
You're right. Okay.
I think that was a part of the reason why we lacked damage at the second item spike. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
All right, so now this question is going to be for John now over here on the opposite side. So coming into game number 2, what did you guys think you were going to do differently to kind of hold that lead even more? I mean, you lost that early game in the first game, you were able to pull it back, but what changes did you want to make to just guarantee your success too?
You mean guarantee our success in game 2?
Yes.
Well,
Like, what did you want to improve upon from the first game that you thought?
I mean, from the first game, the only thing I really felt we really needed to improve upon was our early game, and just having someone to go deal with their split pusher. But they really weren't that much of an issue. Like, we were able to force a fight or do whatever we needed to do to kill the. If we saw Aurelia far off and we knew that she didn't have teleport, we'd just try to force something. Whether it was me flash tackling one of their squishier members like the Zyra or the Caitlyn, or just catching Cho'Gath or Gragas just pushing too far up, feeling too big for their britches, and realizing that once they're pinned to the wall for a couple seconds, they're not nearly as tanky, not as tanky as the Poppy. So
Yeah, that Poppy was a force to be reckoned with for sure.
yeah.
Piper, you got another one?
Ultra tanks. I don't know if I really have a question. That early invade on Fiora, I really do want to compliment you on that, because that was really good timing to get yourself the lead. But then
Thanks. Then I promptly threw it away. and
yeah,
fed my-
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was like, then I feel like you just played.
Okay, so here's the story behind all that. So I play a lot of jungle, so I have a really good idea of the timing of when junglers are going to be at certain buffs and which junglers can get there with a fair amount of health and which ones are going to be dying, like Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
And so I had an idea that if I just kind of pushed that lane in and just walked into the red buff, I'd find a low health Cho'Gath, and lo and behold, there it was. So that went according to plan. I had not I've been practicing a lot of top laners since the new runes came out. Fiora is not one of them, and that came to bite me in the butt. I quickly realized that I don't know how to play Fiora right now, and so I felt so dumb because I forgot Aatrox's passive, and it was one of those forehead slap moments when I got the kill, and then I was like, wait, why didn't I get the kill? Oh yeah, he has passive. So yeah, it just kind of spiraled out of control.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So other than that, I think you just need to shore up pressing your advantages after the early game, and I feel like you'll have a good shot after that. But
yeah,
just don't do that.
Excellent advice from Piper, as is everyone.
Yeah, don't do the thing that was bad.
I mean,
Piper, do
I'm
you
pretty
have any more
sure
questions?
their mid laners' deficit in CS was more so gold than the top lane's kill.
I mean, right, but that's. I mean, you're right.
Kind of directing it at the wrong early game.
Yeah. Anyway, do any of the people in chat have any questions? Feel free to spam your questions at us. We will ask them. Greg, do you have anything else?
No, I think we're good. We can see if we have any more questions in chat. We probably should have mentioned that at the beginning, but
All right.
that's all right.
Well, for those of you who care, we do have another game coming up at 11 p.m. Now, sadly, neither Greg nor myself will be casting that one, as we have work in the morning. But feel free to stick around. We do have some new casters casting the 11 p.m. game. It should be a spicy matchup.
Okay, we do have a question. Why was the Zillion jungle not approved at Alley?
I was wondering that all series, and I think it's just because it's not time yet. We want to bring it out at a spicier moment, maybe towards the end of the season or in the first weeks of playoffs. We'll see.
All right.
Maximum spice.
Another question. Why flash all to support to Alley?
Was I playing Malzahar?
Yes.
Picks, presumably to pick you and get an objective, which I think probably did happen considering we only had 4 deaths that game.
Okay, very good. General Dilla asks, this comes from his unnamed friend Saedo. Why is Greg's peen so tiny?
Genetics, I suppose.
Well, there you have it, folks.
It's a rough life.
Genetics gives you a rough life and a tiny peen. All right.
All right, well, so it's like this stream is over.
All right. So, yeah, this has just gone downhill. All right. Meanwhile, my jungler is playing ranked without me, so I'm going to go spam ping him. Until then, this is Front Latch, Gurg7, Piper Izizes, and Violet Sociocat signing off for the first game of the PMA LCS. Thank you, and good night until the next match.